Good evening, Goons and Gaggle, and welcome back to the island of Philadelphus and the penultimate episode of Lovecraft Island.
Don't say it like that. Oh my god.
Like that. Why ever would you not like that? I will remind.
It means it's ending.
That is true. It is sad, especially since I realized how much of this thing I have written, and this could have been 20 episodes. We really could have leaned in, but alas, here we are. Oh, absolutely. But alas, here we are. I said I wanted to do 6. I'm sticking with my guns here. So welcome back to Lovecraft Island. We are so glad you are all here. I'm just going to get right into the mood music because it sounds so quiet without it.
Yes, do it.
Hey, I heard this was the penultimate episode.
Right you are,
So
Nettie.
what's your name?
Hi, I'm the keeper of Arcane lore, and I have a boyfriend.
I dig your vibe.
His name's Cthulhu, and he's the jealous type.
That's okay. He can come too.
He's a jealous god.
He's
Like
in
a
the
lot
room
man.
Okay. Before I forget, everybody do a luck roll.
There we go.
Luck roll. I know, Ned, you weren't here last week, so just as a reminder, but I know you watched the stream, but just as a reminder, in order to do a luck roll, you roll a d100, and if you get over your current luck score, then you get to roll a d10 and add the result to your luck score.
Okay.
Cool. That is what is in a Call of Cthulhu in a category of checks known as an improvement check, where basically you try to roll against a score, and if you fail, then you get to add a die roll to said score. Re with the off-screen expletive.
Oh, I made it. Okay.
It did not make it.
So tell me again, Kay, we are trying, if we fail this luck roll, then we get to add a d8 of luck.
Or a d10 of luck.
A d10?
If you fail.
Shit.
Yes.
I succeeded. Damn it.
Well, darn.
I failed. Oh, that's great.
Okay, wow.
I
Lucky
just have
Varina.
I just have low luck. Oh my god.
That is true. Luck. And that's the idea. Like the whole point is that it should get easier when you've been spending your luck. Thus incentive to
burn
spend
your
luck
because it's easier to get it back. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sand in the hourglass.
And I got a 9.
Well done. Holy shit. All right.
Wait, we want under or we want over?
When you are making the initial D100 roll. Yeah, when you're making the initial D100 roll, you want to get over.
Okay, then I still fucked up.
Okay, good job. Yes, a counterintuitive thing in this game where typically rolling low is the way you want things to go. But
wait a minute. Is that double zero? You're still fucked.
You're fucked. But yeah, so I think perhaps, you know what? I think actually the game designers did a really cool thing there because they're just keeping the players on their toes. When a keeper asks you to roll something, and it's one of those rolls where you are supposed to roll high, and then you're like, I rolled low, yes. Then the keeper gets to come in and say, guess what? That sucks. And that's a lot of fun. I got to do it last week when y'all failed your intelligence checks and had to deal with a bout of madness.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Big insanity.
Oh yeah, everyone except Ned, that is, and I'm still mad at myself.
That's okay. He wasn't here.
That's true. I mean, at least I can't be mad at you, Ned. I have no one to blame but myself.
Ned failed is what it was.
Garrett Greenland. Kay just being happy that people failed. Yes, that is correct, Garrett. Is that so wrong? Am I so detestable and evil for wanting my players to fail? No, I don't think so. Maybe a little.
We gave our 666 sacrifice. What more can we
That's right.
offer?
That's right.
Yes,
the
well done.
666 moment, that really makes me laugh because there's just a moment of shock and then Kay.
Just slowly the arms come up and it's just...
And we just start screaming. It's so wonderful.
Yes, I enjoyed that a great deal. So speaking of your bouts of sanity, I do want to remind myself and all of you and all of the people in chat of a few sanity bout of madness sanity rules that I forgot to mention last week. You will remember that I had you all roll a die, and that serves two purposes. So one of those purposes is that if you're in combat and you have a bout of madness, that tells you how many rounds the bout of madness lasts for. We were out of combat. However, suffering a bout of madness does have some lingering effects on your sanity. So those of you who had bouts of madness, i.e. Carrie, Tan, and Varina, you have a little bit of like lingering insanity. What that means is you are more susceptible to bouts of madness within the amount of hours of that D10 that you rolled, and I may sneak in some fun little like maybe you see something that's not really there. You can roll you can do like reality checks, roll to doubt something, stuff like that.
Roll a reality check is so fun.
Yeah, so like if you see something,
Reality check.
yeah, exactly. Better
roll a
yourself.
reality check.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
You dumb
okay.
skank.
You're also more likely in this period of time to take on manias and or phobias. So that's another fun thing about Call of Cthulhu.
Yes. Which,
also,
fun fact, is where Delta Green got its disabilities from. They pulled
absolutely.
Call of Cthulhu's engine. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Delta Green is very much like the Chrome to Call of Cthulhu's Chromium.
And Delta Green started out just as an offshoot of Cthulhu, just a modern, like a semi-modern Call of Cthulhu situation, and then it spun off into its own thing.
Absolutely, and isn't that just the way of these games in general? Like everybody, they're all just, when it all comes down to it, we're all just playing silly characters and doing funny voices and rolling dice.
That's right.
But yeah, a lot of mechanics are borrowed. A lot of stuff is built on top of other stuff. It is another reason why I love just like open source as a concept. But I could talk about that for an entire stream, and that would be really boring. We would lose all of our followers and viewers. So instead, I will...
You know that's wrong.
I will continue. All right, fine. One day we can do a tech talk with Kay. Instead, I will remind you of one more sanity rule, which is a reminder that if you lose more than or equal to or more than 20% of your sanity score, of your daily sanity score, as in like the amount of sanity points you have when you wake up, then you go into a state known as indefinite insanity. Should anyone come to that, we will know. However, I just want all of you to write this number down somewhere. Carrie, 56. James, 53. Tan, 69. Nice. Varina, 44.
44. Okay.
Correct. If your sanity scores go below those numbers that I gave you, we're gonna have to have a little conversation.
Oh my! I am not at all far away from that.
Why is Cam so
70?
sane? Yeah.
So, it's Campbell. You didn't start off with super high sanity to begin with.
No.
You kind of dumped Pow, which was a choice.
Yeah, a character choice. We'll see how it works out for her, Cotton.
The moist.
Well,
That's called foreshadowing.
we'll see. Hey, I am merely a sucker on the end of Cthulhu's tentacle. We'll see what happens. It's not up to me.
Now I need a fan.
I am but a sucker on the end of a proverbial tentacle.
Anyway,
Thank you, guys.
You're so welcome. Okay, so with that, with all of that in mind, Campbell, when you have a moment, if you would be so kind as to walk us into sponsorship giveaway content warning corner.
Oh, heck yeah. Welcome to Sponsorships Giveaway Content Warning Corner. We are brought to you as ever by our longest standing, lovely ever dedicated sponsor, Modern Artifice, who sponsored us at PAX this past year, who we are hoping to join at PAX again this year. And we hear that some of y'all are thinking about coming and joining us at PAX, and that would be sick. Modern Artifice, you can check them out at etsy.com/shop/modernartifice or modernartifice.com. And we have a discount code Goon10. That's for their Etsy store. I believe it's for their website as well, or just
it's
Etsy
for their
store.
website as well.
Great.
Goon10.
Goon10 will get you 10% off your order. One of our favorite things that they have is the mystery dice sets. It's like $7 for a resin set and like $20 for a mystery metal set. They're great. Yeah. We also have a bunch of other sponsors and partners that we've acquired recently, including, but not limited to, Tabletop Dominion in the UK, Into the AM, which makes graphic tees that have specifically like some D&D related stuff on them. We have NTSD Gaming, who makes DM screens and little leather notebooks, all kinds of accessories. All of our discount codes for our sponsors and partners you can find on YouTube in the description, the show description, on any of the VODs for Lovecraft Island. Content warning corner. This is a spooky, sexy adventure, and now it is about to become a fighty bang bang adventure. So we've had sex and
It's still sexy.
It's still sexy and spooky. Now it may also be violent. So you make your decisions, whatever you need to do. Step away if you need to, if it feels cooler to watch the VOD later. Do your thing. And then I'm going to kick it back to you, Kay, to give the details on our giveaway for our final Lovecraft Island episodes.
Yes, absolutely. So tonight and a week from tonight on our fifth and final episodes, our fifth and sixth and final episodes of Lovecraft Island. The giveaway, just like last week, is going to be a digital copy of both the Keeper Rulebook and the Investigator Handbook for Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition, furnished by Chaosium. They are being so kind as to send us digital copies to give away to our community for hanging out with us and watching us play this awesome game. So right around break time, Campbell will have come up with something funny to comment on our most recent Instagram post. You will do so, and then after the break, we will have decided a winner. And then in order to retrieve your prize, your digital copies of both of those source books, you will just have to make, if you don't have one already, an account on chaosium.com, because that's how they will deliver it to you. All we'll need from you is the email address that you used to make that account. And as Garrett Greenland said, there's no physical items that Ned can put in his mouth, so you don't have to worry about disinfecting them when you receive your gift.
Shucks.
That's always good. Yeah, so keep an eye out if you are.
By the way, Haster, those dice are on the way.
Haster's dice are in the mail. If you are our winner, keep an eye on your Instagram throughout the week. I will get to you sometime between this episode and next episode for your info. If you're a member of our Discord channel and you want to make yourself an account on Chaosium just in case, there is a PDF that Kay has made with instructions for doing that. They are in the Lovecraft Island spoilers channel on our Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord, consider joining our Patreon. You get access to our Discord starting at the $5 level, and it is a joy to be there.
Somebody throw the Patreon command in the chat, because for some reason it doesn't work when I do it. But if you say, !Patreon. Someone who's I should be more specific. Someone who's a moderator. Thank you, Garrett. But yes, it will not work if you try to do it.
Damn it! She beat me to it.
Yeah, sometimes we're supposed to have a bot that does it. Like if you put the command in and you're a moderator or the stream owner, it should just pop back with the site. But it decides when it wants to work, and that's not most of the time. Anyway. It's just site, yeah. Thank you, Ned. But we were, and if it doesn't work, you can just type it in, because moderators are also allowed to post links. Yeah, like Campbell just did.
Maybe it is better that Campbell does it, because my fucking dumbass can't figure any of it out.
Campbell, Mavis Beacon doesn't type 90. We have been working our way through what was ostensibly a reality TV show. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's kind of up in the air right now. But in terms of real reality TV shows, as real as they are able to be, I recently was watching, and I'm not proud of this, but I was recently watching the new Dance Moms.
Oh, I'm interested.
Don't be. Dance Moms Dance Moms is now, always has been, and forever will be like the worst. It's not really my thing, but Kristen really likes it. It feels.
What do you mean? But it gave us JoJo Siwa. How could we? We are forever grateful.
More importantly, it gave us Maddie Ziegler. Trevor, oh my gracious.
Yeah. It's more about Matt.
Facetious.
I'm Team Maddie.
I know.
Yeah. At best, it's Maddie Ziegler. At worst, it's like exploitative and like borderline abusive. I do not care for Dance Moms, but Kristen really likes it because she used to do competition studio dance. So like it's very like relatable to her, which that I get. But there was this fun bit. There's this girl who's 8 years old, and she was assigned a dance where she played a character who was like saying goodbye to her teddy bear because it's like time to grow up.
Oh God.
As far as competition dance ideas go, that's not the worst. These people have to come up with a new dance every week. Most of them, they start getting really esoteric and weird. This one was like, that's as far as on the scale of like of 1 to batshit, that was kind of okay. But her dance teacher, and reminder, she's 8 years old, has told her that after she performs this dance at competition, she's not allowed to bring her actual teddy bear to like dances to class and rehearsal anymore, because like she actually has to like, she expects her to go through this growing up process, and like that's the whole thing.
What the fuck, man?
That sucks.
As a parent, this sounds fucking awful.
That actual fuck.
On top of that, when it's time to perform, she's under so much pressure that backstage she just vomits. She vomits all over the floor backstage in the wings.
Sure. Yeah.
But then
love that we're watching this little girl go through.
Then, it gets so much worse because then it goes to a talking head with the kid, and she says, "My mom said that if I cry on stage, which I did, she'll take me directly to the mall and we can get a new teddy bear just like my old one." At which point I threw my hands up and yelled. I was in the kitchen cooking dinner. Kristen was watching on the TV. I yelled, "There are no protagonists on this show!
Turn it off! No one is good here. This is
Only
a doomed
antagonists.
place.
Why I don't
That's a
watch
villain
reality
origin story that
television.
you taught the kid to do.
Everybody sucks on this show."
This place is doomed. This place is so cursed.
But it did, as terrible as that moment was, it did get me thinking. I am sitting in a virtual room with a bunch of current or former performers. What is the most nervous you have ever been before a show?
Oh man.
I just pulled up a visceral memory for Rhi.
A little bit. I should not go first though.
No, do it.
No, I should not.
Okay.
I have to crystallize it. I have to word it.
Okay. Well,
The first time I ever went on stage, like my first show in high school, was Little Shop of Horrors, and I remember before going out on stage for that, I was like 14 years old. I did grow up, and I haven't been nervous for a show since then.
Okay. All right. You exercised that demon right there.
Yep.
Well, good for you, truly.
The most nervous I have been in recent memory was not for a show, but for an audition. That I felt super prepared for, but it was an audition for this one woman show that I booked, and they just gave us
Spoiler alert! Yeah, the story does have a happy ending. She booked the show.
Yay! But it was I knew what I had to do in the audition, and so the night before I was just like, I'm gonna puke, but I just had to go in the next day into an office with 2 other people in it and get down on the floor and pretend to give birth.
Yes, I forgot about that part of the story.
And then more bad things happen, and I'm giving a monologue as this is happening. The night before, I was like, this just isn't gonna I'm just not gonna do it. The earth is gonna open up and swallow me, because that's the only alternative.
I got that. Yeah, holy wow. Ned, Rhi?
Is it Rhi's turn?
Yeah, I'll go. Mine has bits and pieces.
Please,
of
because
both
I don't want to go
Trevor's.
either.
Oh yeah, mine has bits and pieces of both Trevor's and Campbell's. In that, it was an audition, not a performance. It was for the BFA program at college. Here's the thing, coming from high school, I was like, I know what performing is. I know what like acting and shit is. And then I did my audition at school for that spring audition, and I was torn to pieces by our program director at the time. who Trevor certainly knows, and I believe Campbell does as well. Yeah.
Oh God, you gotta hit the chat. I gotta know.
Yeah.
Chat at me at some point.
Yeah, I will. But like tore me to pieces, absolutely ripped me apart, and then said, "You're also in." And I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Like what?" And so that taught me, as with Trevor, that was the last time I gave a shit. Anytime I was up performing, I was like, "All right, cool. If it's gonna be like that, great. Every time is fuck it. Every time is fuck it." So
that's a great lesson for you two to take away from that, man. Oh man.
yeah.
That's wild.
I did a show a while ago for a couple years called Tommy and Me, which was done through Theater Exile, and it was sponsored by WYSP in Philadelphia, which is the sports station, the sports news station. And we had a bunch of people from the sports channel come out, and like it was this huge event. And I don't know if anybody knows, but the worst sports fans in the world are Philadelphia sports fans.
I will go up on that. I really disagree. That's all media. It's all bad press. It's all fucking bad press. Philly rules.
Listen.
When you're here, it's good.
I'm a huge Phillies fan. I'm a huge Eagles fan. However, there is no other group of fans that have thrown ice rock hard snowballs at Santa Claus.
Hey,
while
he
he's been in the
deserved
field.
it. He knew what he did.
You're one of us, Trevor. You can't go back. That's not what it means.
The point that I'm trying to make is that so I
the Santa suit.
I played this character, Tommy McDonald from the 1960s Eagles, who was in a way a dream player for many people that were diehard Eagles fans. And up until 2017, he was the only one that was the reason that they had won a championship. And they won against Vince Lombardi's Green Bay Packers, which is unheard of. That was another dynasty in its own right. But so I had to come out at one point, and I'm young Tommy McDonald, and I have to show up and be young Tommy McDonald for all of these older Philadelphia Eagles fans. It was the most terrifying moment of my life as I walked out on stage, hoping I would not get objects thrown at.
That's valid.
Sure.
That's
That's
valid.
an unenviable task for sure.
But it turned
Yes.
out okay. So
Ned, damn it! I was trying to talk about the performing arts. How did you make it about sports?
Damn it.
Damn
What are
it!
sports if not
Kid
the
from
arts?
Villanova climbs a flagpole, and suddenly your whole city is full of hooligans. I stand for it. It's bad press.
No. We've been full of hooligans long before that.
We wear it as a badge of pride at this point. Come on now.
It is
Well,
funny.
fucked up. You want a mess?
Grease
Like,
the
yeah.
telephone poles.
It's funny. I am more into sports now than I ever have been, which is not to say I'm into sports. I just happen to like follow it tangentially a little bit. I don't just watch only the Super Bowl, only if my team is in it. Like I actually kind of follow Philly sports now, and it is because the energy in Philly is so infectious. But I also just tried to look around really quickly to see if I had anything like Philly sports memorabilia related, and then I did not within reach. And then I thought, do I have anything sports related at all within reach? And the best I could come up with was a lacrosse ball.
Just the one.
Just the one. I use it to massage my back.
There we go.
Nice.
There's been some great shout outs in the chat from other people's most nervous experiences. I'll shout out one. This one's from Hans Kate, who says, I was supposed to pop out of a wooden wardrobe as my entrance into this scene, and the doors got stuck on opening night, and I was stuck in there for all of Act 1.
Oh, no.
Everyone else had to improvise because my character was just MIA, and I was dying actively.
Oh.
That is
In a wardrobe.
That is a literal like actor nightmare. Like
Not
that
a
is the kind of
tech issue.
kind of
God damn.
nightmare that an actor wakes up in a cold sweat because they dreamed that. I actually
That's
have
so bad.
I have a similar one. In college I was doing The Winter's Tale, Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale, which
I
is
did the Winter's Tale in college.
Yeah,
Very
so
cool.
if you know The Winter's Tale, it's a bit of a polarizing one. People really like it, or they really don't. I'm on the fence sometimes. Sometimes I really like it, other times I really don't.
What a
but
waste of Exunt pursued by Bear. What a waste.
It doesn't have to be to waste. It can be done really well.
It can be into our hands. We wouldn't have it without Winter's Tale.
It's very similar to, in my mind, to it occupies an oddly similar space in my mind to Cabaret, which is a beautiful musical. It's one of my favorite musicals of all time, but it's never done well. It is just never done well. So like whenever I see somebody's doing Cabaret, everyone goes like, "Oh, okay, you love that musical, right?" And I go, wait till the jury's out. Wait till the verdict is in, and I'll decide if I want to go see it. But I was doing Winter's Tale, and in Act 1, I was Mamilius, the son of the king who dies. And then in Act 2, I was the clown, brother to Perdita. And like the sort of, and then in between, I was doing all of the time monologues. What we were going for was this sort of like through line where time is like inserting themselves into the character as all of Perdita's brothers, right? So like she has, because Mamilius is her brother and then the clown is her brother. But so I had this time monologue at the top of Act 2, or at the top of our second half of the show, which is really like Act 3.5 or whatever. And alongside me were a bunch of like local children that we had recruited to be my younger selves. They all kind of looked a little bit like me, and we're all just like these goofy kids, and we had a great time together. But their dressing room was in the costume shop, and they had a monitor, so they were supposed to know when their cues were. And one night that monitor was out. I go to my spot on stage, lights come up, I look around and see that I'm alone on this stage.
No!
So I just had to wing it. I was like, luckily I had heard them do their portions of the time monologue
enough
enough times.
Of these, you weren't like, excuse me.
If you wouldn't mind giving me a minute, I am time after all. But so I had to just sort of like go at it as best I could. And time is supposed to introduce Perdita in her adult form and her I always forget her boyfriend's name, who comes in the second half of the show. So I go, and I know it's gonna drive us all crazy. I'll look it up later. But I was going through the monologue to the best of my ability. I remembered most of it. Luckily, there was a moment where I had to where one of the kids was supposed to cue a hourglass, which I have an hourglass on my shelf right there, to drop some sand into a hole in the stage to represent the passage of time. So I just stood there and went,
yep.
And they were like, I could practically hear whoever was supposed to hit the button going, wait, that's not my cue, that's not my cue, that's not how it's usually supposed to sound. And then like the stage manager going, just fucking hit the button. Because after like what felt like 30 seconds, what was probably more like 2, the sand came pouring down.
Yes.
But the worst part is that
Florizel.
Yes, thank you, Florizel.
Yes,
exactly right.
Yeah.
But then so Perdita and Florizel are on stage, and time is supposed to like sort of introduce both of them. I remembered the part of the monologue about Perdita. I forgot the part of the monologue about Florizel. So like I just didn't introduce Florizel. I skipped that part of the monologue, and the guy who was playing him was just like, all right, and just kind of walked off stage.
That happened. And time keeps rolling on.
Yes, indeed it does, and indeed
Time is like a weird soup.
It sure was. Well, you certainly don't want to get performance anxiety when you're fighting a fishman.
Okay, would you like to bring? I copied and pasted Atlas Incorporated's little show recap if you wanted to do Ian Sterling.
I do. Why don't you stick it in the chat in our?
It's in
our. Why don't you stick it in the 1 an hour thing so I don't lose it from all the scrolling?
I don't know how to do that. I don't have a.
Oh, here, wait. I can. Or in the Discord, just
Discord
somewhere.
Up on my. Oh, I see. Oh no, this requires a lot of things. This requires many things.
It's okay. I'll, actually, you know what? If I scroll up to it, no, I will find it. I'll find it in a minute, and I will do an Ian Sterling.
I'll do it for you. Don't worry.
No. I will do Ian Sterling.
Yes. Okay. Does Ian Sterling?
No. I meant I'm gonna grab the.
Thank you. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm not gonna read Ian Sterling.
Please forgive me for jumping directly down your throat. Did you see how angry?
You said
no. OBS chat. Okay, go to town.
Okay, so I am curious at this point, and I don't want to take too much more time, but I want to know, since this is like the penultimate episode, what the hell do you guys think is going on? Let's start with Rhi.
Yeah. All right. So the prime gist of the sitch here. We were brought here on the presumption that this was a dating show. We were all gonna like meet up, do the casual thing, etc. Turns out That's a pretense. We've got a pretense situation going on where like we're brought here secretly. We're all descendants of some like ancient, like pharaonic type bloodline ass shit. And ideally, they had a ruler on this island who was doing that. And we are here to make another one of them because their John died like a couple years back or whatever. And that's why they started this thing. The Claw, yes.
The Claw did die.
Yeah, and then
Yes,
we
known
are
as the Claw of Bastet.
trying to make the next one. We can't be them. They want two of us to do the fucky and then create a child claw, a baby claw, a nail, if you will, and then we will give this nail to the people, and they'll rule forever, or else the bad thing that the cat was fighting. I know who Bast is. They were fighting Bast and there's something worse though.
There's something worse. That's what I'm. There, I kept on asking the guy, like, what does the claw protect you from? What is Bastet's gift? From what are you being defended?
And he was cagey about that.
He was real cagey about it, and then we got the fish.
And I wasn't here last time, but
you did
I'm
watch.
Definitely getting some Midsommar vibes. Some like somebody's gonna be sacrificed, or like we need to make this baby, and then we need to sacrifice the baby. Like
I am
Hot
so
take. I'll sacrifice a baby. That's fine.
I'm
That's
so
fine.
honored that something I've written could be mentioned in the same breath as Midsommar. That's really fucking cool. Thank you for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Listen, probably the only horror movie that I watched that actually gave me nightmares as an adult.
Wow. It was very good.
That
Ari
one's
Aster,
a
man.
real
Ari
bummer.
Aster is a very talented horror director.
That was a real bummer, says
That one's
Campbell.
a bummer. Yeah, that one's sad. That one makes me real sad.
That one's depressing.
Yeah. I'll give
Could
you
we
that.
kick this off with a cheers all together? I haven't even had a beverage yet.
Oh yes,
Oh,
please.
hold
Let's
on.
do.
Oh, I'm already halfway done mine, so.
Same.
I need to start my evening.
Same. I let this intro drag on a little longer than I usually do.
You're fine.
Cheers,
Yeah,
kids.
30 minutes in and we're...
Cheers, y'all.
To Bastet
Cheers.
and
Cheers, beaches. Let's
beaches and claws.
Let's
Yes.
get fishy.
Absolutely. So
Let's
let me
get
do.
fishy.
Let me do a quick little recap that I have pre-written, so it's not going to be too rambly, and then we'll dive in. So, Rose let you all know previously on Date Me Beach. Rose let you all know that they were going to be filming some footage of Isabella that they couldn't get the previous night because of Rob's incident. James helped you all stealth your way into the mules, or those little side-by-side UTVs, and Tan also helped by distracting Dr. Olsen and bringing Keely back into the medical tent for more attention for her split lip. Driving into the woods, you encountered a cat who led you to the center of the forest where you discovered a symbol etched into the very island. And I want to make one thing actually clear that I don't think I was super clear about last time. When you saw the island in that vision from the top, the forest, those paths that you were traveling along, they make up the symbol. But because it is this fractaling, shrinking, expanding thing, the closer you get to the center, it starts to be etched into the sand, and then you look at it, and then you fall into this vision, and then it just goes forever and ever. And just
thanks.
fractals.
I hate it.
Fractals.
Infinitely recursive.
Exactly. Oh my god. Recursion is a bad word for no, not necessarily. Bad recursion is a bad word
Nice.
as a software engineer. But so arriving in the northern settlement of the island, having traversed all of these paths, you were met by Morgan Howard, a very nervous young woman who was a resident of the island, and she introduced you to her father, the librarian named August Howard, a senior resident of the island and a contemporary of Adams, who told you the real reason you're here. Descendants of the blood of the Claw, the leader of this organization that has been based on this island for millennia. The two descendants need to make a baby because the bloodline has become diluted, it has been fractured, and some crazy shit is happening as a result. So under the guise of asking Morgan to take you for a tour of the northern settlement, Tan snuck her out of the building. Oh boy.
Don't
Tan,
mind me and Reed. We're just being literal fucking children over here.
Yep.
I'm acting
Cool.
it out as you're going. I'm helping. I'm
Yes, thank you. Yes, okay. This is the visual aid, yes. So, Tan got Morgan out of the building by asking her to take you for a tour of the northern settlement. The rest of you snuck into the side window of the library and made a horrifying discovery, which was that you saw Rob laying in a bed in an empty room, and he begged you to leave before vomiting again and turning into a fish creature. Or, in the words of Atlas Incorporated,
Oh, give it to us.
son of a cultist beach. Talk about being catfished. Our beaches turned out to be the distant heirs to people who have been obsessed with some occult pussy for generations.
Oh my god.
Some occult pussy. What a band name. All right.
That's some occult yeah. Ska, definitely ska.
These are the ideas, people.
Is Tan going to get swept up in some Lovecrafting of his own? Can James avoid the pitfalls of jealousy? Will Varina and Carrie throw a fish librarian off a cliff? There's only one way to find out. From sipping mimosas to dim Carcosa, it's hot, it's wet, it's the Isle of Bastet. Get ready for the survival of Lovecraft Island.
Come on!
Oh! God
That's
damn.
it. Atlas, you're on the payroll.
Yes, we
God
yes.
fucking damn.
That's incredible. I can't. They
I
must
wish we
be
could
at
gift-
home
I so
writing
wish we
these
could
after.
gift a month of a Patreon sub. You know?
I know, right?
We'll get there.
We gotta do something. I feel like we gotta let's send Atlas like, I don't know, some stickers or something like that. That is just
I'll make some.
yeah, we gotta
Lovecraft
make something happen for
Island
Atlas.
specific merch and
That's
we'll send it
really
over.
just fucking killer every week, and I love it so much. It's like it's among my favorite parts of the stream every time. So, my friends, with that said, I think we can finally dive right in. And the first thing I'm gonna ask you all to do, well, you don't actually have to do it because we're playing Call of Cthulhu, but it's fun to say, is roll for initiative.
Is that our just our dexterity?
I will actually, Foundry does it automatically and sorts you all into initiative order, so I will do the
Great.
rolling for you.
Okay.
Once we are in combat for all of your combat rolls and stuff, you will be able to roll your dice yourself.
Tan,
Trevor,
you
want
gotta
to give us a
see you,
CU?
brother.
She
Let's get into it. Let's bring this fish man up onto land.
And speaking of things that have been redeemed in chat, I will remind everybody, including myself, that I currently have stored up not one, not two, not three, but 4 GM disadvantages.
Wow.
So I have
And I have one advantage for being
Okay,
away and
excellent.
making it
equivalent
back.
of like a great surprise round, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So with that in mind, I'm going to go to our music and change it up to something a little bit more intense.
shit.
I literally have a playlist that I titled Lovecraft Island High Intensity, so that's what I'm going to put on now. And then, to Foundry, I have the combat all set up here, and I'm just going to go ahead and say, roll all. All right, so do you all see, has anything changed on your screen? You should all be in initiative, so to speak. It doesn't look any visually different. However, Carrie, you are up first.
Oh my god, it's happening!
Oh, wait, where's the initiative?
I don't actually think
Oh,
you need to.
I see it.
On the
you do,
sidebar,
okay.
if you
Carrie's
click
first
those
and then
cross-
it's me. Got it.
Yeah, it's in the side.
Oh, thank you.
On
The combat tab.
It'll bring
Oh,
up.
I see. That's so. Thank you. Yes.
There
Great.
you go.
Oh, I need to actually say begin combat. Okay, begin combat. It is Carrie's turn. Round 1.
Okay. Are we fighting him?
Ree,
Are
you
we,
have
like-
disadvantage.
And
James Gate.
inspiration for James, disadvantage for Carrie.
All
So
right,
James,
all
I
right,
believe
all
you
right.
now have 2. Carrie has 1, well, let's go ahead and put that disadvantage to good use, Carrie, because you get to roll something to sort of determine what the hell is going on. I think
Okay.
I think you can roll something on this fish guy to figure out his intentions.
Okay. Psychology, I guess.
Psychology is an excellent choice.
Fishman intentions.
You.
All right.
Fishman, what are your intentions?
Do that.
How there?
How
Take the
there,
business.
Fishman.
Fishman, do you now
is,
have you ever wanted to fuck a tomato?
Might we say his fin tensions?
We might.
We may not. We may not say that.
All right.
I'm getting away with this.
So with disadvantage, I just do the whole roll again and take the worst one.
You roll the 10s die twice. So you have the
10s, understood.
Yes. So you have the D1, you have the D10, you have the D100.
Great.
Roll the D100 twice and
Great.
take the worst result.
Take the worst. All right. Psychology, determining what this fishman is up to.
Fishman.
All right. Brain, good to have. That would have definitely not. That's a big fail. With disadvantage, that's an 80 over 40.
Oh no.
Oh boy. All right. So not a fumble, but just a regular failure.
Yeah.
For a failure, who the hell knows, man? In fact, actually, before I forget, everybody, you just saw a fishman emerge from the body of someone you knew. I'm gonna need sanity checks from all of you.
This
right.
is true enough.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's fair.
I'm not there. Do I have to roll a sanity check?
Can I go home?
You don't.
I go home.
Not
I
right now.
got turned into a fish. Can I go home?
Given that you have not seen this, you do not. I did change the walls because a reminder to the stream that you are looking at Trevor's point of view on Foundry. So I changed the wall so that he could see the inside. But Tan has not seen the fishman and thus does not have to roll a sanity check just yet. But everybody else sure
I'm
does.
gonna use one of my inspirations for a bonus die here.
Now's a good time to use it.
I passed mine. 34 under her 48.
Okay.
Yeah, I have I got a 25 under 44, so just a regular success.
25. Okay,
Actually,
great.
you know what?
What?
If I use 1 point of luck, that would make it a hard success. Would that cause any difference in the?
It would not. It would not make a difference.
Cool.
Hard success, 27 under 60 some shit.
Yes. Under your current sanity, which
64,
is
I
64.
know.
yeah.
Under that fucking number, that's my sanity.
You know.
One of my favorite things about Foundry, I will say, and you can do this when you play with pencil and paper, but I just think it's so snappy and cool on Foundry that I have access to all of your character sheets.
Yes.
So if ever any of you were like, oh, is that my thing? I can just pull it right up and it's really cool. Did anyone fail is really what I want to know.
No, not
I
I.
want to
failures.
fail, but I did not.
Okay. So on a success, everybody who just had to roll a D3.
Oh fuck.
Oh, how would you
don't have
suggest doing
one.
that? Do a 6 and do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
My favorite way is to roll a D6, and then 1 and 2 are 1, 3 and 4 are 2, 5 and 6 are 3.
Great. Okay.
Goo.
All
I
right.
love
I
that
rolled
Rob's name is Deep Rob now.
deep Rob.
Oh, can you see that?
He's like
Punished, Rob.
super deep. He's very deep.
I got
I rolled
2. Okay.
I rolled a 2, which makes it a 1 on the D3.
Correct.
3, which is 2.
Okay.
So 2, which
right.
is 1.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So go ahead and mark down those, take away that many points of
Oh,
sanity.
Jesus, you guys, I'm really close to something.
Oh, you succeeded. You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
real close to something.
Listen, Campbell, not even God himself could kill you.
Oh, yes, he could. Oh, yes, he could.
Now, you will notice, all of you, that and some of you watching on stream may have just seen that on
wait.
Foundry, it did mark you as temporarily insane, because I will remind you, you are still having lingering effects of a bout of madness, and you have just lost sanity. So,
Oh, my God.
Wait, did I?
I think I accidentally undid that. How do I put it back?
it's fine, don't worry about it. It doesn't actually make a mechanical difference, it's just like a visual reminder. However, what I'm going to rule this as is that this is going to be a 1 round bout of madness. So, for 1 round, everybody who has just suffered sanity loss, your urge is just to get out of this room. Your fight reflex is kicking in. So effectively, during a bout of madness, you lose control of your character, and I take it over as the keeper. What I am saying your characters want to do is run for their lives. There's a door on the west side of the room. There's a window on the east side of the room that you came in through. I'll leave that up to you. So we are still in Carrie's turn. Carrie, which exit would you like to try to make your way towards?
I just looked at that number you told me earlier. I'm getting very close to that. So I think I'm like right next to the window. I'm pretty sure I did not step in much past it. So yeah, she's gonna cornhole herself out the window right back once again.
Okay, very good. Also, I'm not sure we've mentioned yet, Hans Kate did redeem a disadvantage for Carrie.
Yes.
That was my figure out what he was up to check, right?
Oh, we did. Okay, thank you.
I could also, if it applies to both.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. You already used it. We're good. Okay, so how are you trying to exit through this window?
With as few broken limbs as possible, but as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Like the same way we got in, I think Varina might have hoisted us, so I'm gonna just like head first and try and tuck and roll.
Yeah. In your desperation, I think you would definitely try to leap. I think I'm gonna ask you for a roll for that though. Do you want to roll? You can roll against your, just do a straight dex roll.
Okay, dex I can do. All right. Don't let me down. That's a little bit cocked. Didn't make it better.
No!
I got 88 over 70.
No!
Oh no!
God!
Oh no!
Oh, sisters.
God.
Strong start.
No,
It's a
brothers
strong
and
start.
sisters.
Oh goodness! All right,
Not like
so
this.
I think what I'm going to rule is that fails. I think I just sort of decided that this was where the window was. I didn't actually make a window on the map, but I think what I'm going to rule is that you try but fail to go through the window.
I don't make it out.
No, you don't make it out. However, since you're not like trying to dive through a window, that's not going to mean like the window was left open because no one ever said they closed it. So the window was left open. I'm not going to make you roll a save to avoid getting cut by glass or anything. You're just stuck.
Okay.
And then you can decide on your so you still have the remainder of your movement for this turn.
Yeah.
It is up to you. Your character's motivation is to leave the room. I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you want to try the door or on your next turn you could try the window again.
No, 100%. If the window didn't work, I'm going to try James. I'm going to go try the door here as best as I can.
Okay.
I'm sure I don't have the action economy left for that.
You do not. You can do that on your next turn. However, you are now placed in front of the door. And we are going to go now, unless there's anything else, which you would just be able to move, and I don't think you want to. So we are now going to go.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yep, you good? Okay. We are going to move on to James.
Keeper, please remind me when I had an underlying insanity.
Oh, you did not.
I listened back.
You did not.
I think I'm the only one that did it, right?
You did not. Yes, thank you for keeping me honest. You have your wits about you. I have no control over your character. You can do whatever the F you want.
Okay, so I think the first thing James does is like, I don't think he clocks Rob at first. He just sees everybody like running around and he's just with his Jack and Coke just like... And then the first thing he's gonna do is look at this thing that's in front of him and just go, ah! And throw his Jack and Coke at it out of his face.
Okay.
Like,
very cool.
And just like throw his fucking glass and drink at it.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Discombobulate.
Okay, so now what would you like me to roll for that? Because that's like an improvised weapon, so to speak. So that would be like...
I mean, the word throw is right in there. I want to go ahead and just say throw something. Roll against your throw.
All right, cool. That's gonna suck, but we're gonna give it a shot. But you know what? I have advantage. I have one more advantage.
You could use that if you so choose.
Okay, I am gonna roll with advantage. Here we go. Oh! Nope.
No! With advantage?
A 35 over 20. You know what?
Burn it, baby.
I'm gonna spend 15 luck to pass that.
Okay.
So I spend 15 luck and I throw this glass and we like see the glass tumbling through the air slow-mo and like the beverage and the ice is just kind of like floating.
Very cool.
Well, I will spend 15 luck. I will burn 15 luck to make that a successful throw.
Okay, sounds good. I think if I'm not mistaken, the damage for just like an improvised thrown projectile like this is just it's a D4. So why don't you go ahead and give me a 1D4?
Cool. Let me do that real quick.
And I'm gonna double check myself while you roll that die.
Yeah. 1D4. 4.
Wow. Okay.
Yeet.
Let me make sure.
I think actually, Kay, I think
sweating.
it might be 1d3. Am I wrong?
It's actually, I just looked it up and it's determined by the keeper. So I'm gonna, and like
Okay.
typically a D3 or a D4. So I'll allow that D4 to pass. And you rolled a 4. Okay, wow. All right. So yes, in your panic, you have you're sipping on this Jack and Coke, which I think at this point is mostly just melted ice. And you just, with a shriek, you hurl it instinctively at this beast.
Drink.
Yeah, and like you described, we just see it turning over itself in slow motion as it flies across the room and just directly into the forehead of this aquatic creature, and he takes 4 damage and lets out like a low series of clicks in response. This.
Oh dear,
Can I make a roll, or is that the end of my turn, Jay?
You can make a roll, absolutely. What would you like to roll?
Can I make it a cult roll?
Absolutely, yes. Well, what is it you're trying to discern?
I think I want to discern like if this is something that like the billionaires talk about, like if this is something that like they're aware of or they meet in secret about, or if this is just like just some freakish thing that I've never even seen or heard of.
Okay.
Is this what they were up to on Epstein's Island?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Is this what Mark Zuckerberg purchased half of Hawaii for? Like, is this what's going on?
Not deep, Mark.
Not
Mark.
That's what he wants us to think.
It sounds to me like what you actually want to roll is a know roll or a recall knowledge roll, and that would just be against your intelligence score.
Great. Okay. Then then I will do that. Cool. Let me do that real quick.
Also, shout out to Sir
I think we need
Bison
t-shirts
for
that
the
say-
tier 2 sub.
Hey, thanks, Sir Bison.
Shout out in the
Oh,
chat.
thanks, Sir Bison. Thank you so much. I want t-shirts that say "Not the Deep Mark" on it.
Hey, what did the buffalo say to his child when he sent him off to college?
I don't know. What did he say?
Bye, son.
Bye, son. Kay,
Roll a
that is
sanity
a
check.
hard
No.
success
I'm
with a
kidding.
35
You roll a
under
sanity
80.
check.
Okay, all right. So with the hard success, yeah. Let's see. I don't think you've heard anyone talking specific. Like no one has in billionaire circles where people are talking about all kinds of crazy sex parties and orgies and all sorts of occult bullshit that people do when they have entirely too much money to burn. You have not heard any mention of deliberately turning people into fish.
I think I turned to.
This scenario is not familiar to you.
Damn. Yeah, I think I turned to Varina and I just go, I usually know about shit like this, but even this is out of my depth. Just saying.
Varina responds.
I'm screaming. She's screaming.
What did James's dad say to James before he left for BitCon?
Nothing.
He didn't.
All right. Anything else from you, James?
Nothing else from James.
I'll
Ever
take that.
again.
I'll take that as a no. And with that, we go to. I'm just gonna call him Deep Rob. On to Deep Rob.
Deep Rob!
I
Deep
want a
Rob
shirt that says
Galactic.
Deep Rob. Bad.
On
Yes.
a
Deep Rob
booty shorts that say
Galactic.
Deep
That
Rob
was
on
good,
the.
Trevi.
That's good. Deep Rob Galactic.
Deep Rob Galactic was good.
Nice.
Deep Rob is going to run. What is his movement speed? Actually, I think he's got it. He's got.
I imagine that's what Deep Rob sounds like now.
Yeah, it does. That's accurate. That and the low series of clicks, the kind of noise. He is going to rush down
Me, that's me.
to you, Carrie. He is not going to try. He's not going to try to strike you per se. He is going to try a battle maneuver. Now, what that means is he's going to try to shove you out of his way.
Oh dear.
And what that's going to mean is contested strength rolls between you and Deep Rob.
Okay.
So
Fuck this fish up.
I'm easily the least strong person in this fucking party. I promise you that.
give me a strength roll, Carrie.
Okay. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Look, if this man wants out, far be it from me to stop him.
Who am I to say no?
Right. Did not succeed. 60 over 45.
Okay, I did not succeed even harder. Deep Rob rolled a 74 over his score, which I will leave a secret.
A mystery.
But he fails to push you out of the way. And much like,
do you want to? Did you want? Were you? I'm sorry. Were you just about to? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You just do a little like.
Ooh, let me scoop past you.
I'm sorry.
The white people
I'm so
closed
sorry.
mouth smile.
Okay, so that is his move and his action, and I think that is his turn. So we're gonna go on now to Varina. Varina, you similarly, for round 1, your motivation is to try to get the fuck out.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. Yes. And I'm gonna say the thing that I'm gonna. You can tell me no to anything. I think I've been standing there, scream. I've just been what the fuck, and then I see him get up and go for Carrie. And I think in my effort to try and go through the door, can I try and get through the door and grapple him? I think I would go if I saw him go for Carrie, I would go from like and then I would go full like the move I got kicked off the field for was just like going underwater, wrapping my arms around a girl, and then just waiting until she sinks to the. I just will drag her to the bottom of the pool. I just want to I want to make a run for the door and just try and tackle him through it and grapple him.
Absolutely. I think that is totally valid given that he is in between you and the exit right now. So I think that still falls well within the realm of what I told you your motivations were. That sounds like another battle maneuver. So that is going to be contested strength rolls between Varina and Deep Rob. I will roll one.
Okay, hi.
Argella says it's like the first chest burster scene in Alien. Everybody's freaking out.
Yeah. Fun fact, in water polo, if the ref doesn't see it, it's legal.
Dude, water polo is the most brutal sport, period.
Yeah.
They didn't see it. That's why I didn't get suspended. My own team moved me to goalie.
Because they were like, you are going to kill someone, and we don't want that on our conscience.
Goalies are allowed to kill. That's the best part about being one.
Extreme success. I rolled a 9 under 75. Oh no, I rolled a 9 under 70.
Dang, yeah, extreme success. Extreme success. He just got a regular success, so you beat the shit out of him. Yeah. Where would you like him to be? You can move to him and move him somewhere. I think you can either just like pick him up and move him, or like throw him across the room.
I think I fully is that door open right now that Carrie is standing in front of?
It is not.
Okay, then I think I would. Then I would run full force at him and wrap my arms around him, pinning like whatever his like appendages are to him. And then I would yank him away from Carrie and then just roll onto the floor with him.
Ooh, okay. So in my estimation, that would probably put you both right around there. Does that seem accurate?
Yeah, that's good.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you are effectively in a grapple right now, and you are in control of the grapple.
Okay.
Anything else from you, Varina?
No, I am on top of him, holding onto him, and I'm holding my breath like I'm underwater and I'm trying to drown him. I'm just laying on top of him.
Okay, very good. That is going to bring us to August Howard, the librarian.
Uh-oh.
August hears some crazy noise going on and makes his way over to the door from the other side of the room. And you just hear on the other side of the door, "What are you doing in there? No!" And like the clinking of keys as he's going to try to unlock the door.
It was locked.
Let me pull up his stat sheet and roll on a relevant skill.
I'm shit. We're locked in?
Oh, right, because we came in.
We got in through the window. Last night, and you're gone.
Whose fucking idea was that?
Not mine. I'm gone.
You can.
And you're.
Well.
Thank you. Yes. There we go.
Everybody, give me a listen check if you wouldn't mind.
Someone's playing lit in the background.
Yeah.
On.
Listen.
Success 18 under 40.
It's no surprise to me that y'all are your own worst enemy.
Hey.
65 over 40 for James.
Success from Varina, failure from James, and well, Trevor, you're outside, but okay. So success from Carrie and Varina. The two of you hear fumbling keys, and then, oh no! And you hear keys clatter to the ground.
Fucking.
He rolled a 90 on his dexterity check to try to get the keys into the door.
Oh, he's
and open
old,
it.
of course.
He's an old man. His dex is really low.
I actually don't come in here. Don't come in here.
All right, that's going to bring us to Tan.
You open this door.
Tan, give me a listen check.
Okay.
Trevor's just been vibing this whole time. He's with Morgan. And also, and let me remind everyone that Morgan made it very clear that she was really into Tan.
Yeah.
So he's just looking into her starry eyes.
I got a 28 over 20.
28 over 20. Okay, so what are you and Morgan talking about?
Yo, so Morgan, level with me here, all right? This is pretty wild, and I'm pretty sure, like, I total respect for you all in, like, worshiping a cat or whatever, but my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, is not about this madness, okay? So, like, look, Morgan, I want you to look deep inside yourself and ask yourself.
She sounds a little disappointed when you say yourself, because she thought you were gonna say like into my eyes.
Look in my eyes, Morgan, and
okay,
look deep into my eyes.
She doesn't have an
Deep
English
Rob
accent.
into yourself.
That's better.
And I want, like, ask yourself, is this what I want?
Fucking eyes.
The squint, the high squint is what does it.
Is this what I want to do?
Morgan is also going to do, and I think I haven't. All right, Morgan is also going to do a listen check. And I have to be totally honest with chat. I've been forgetting about my disadvantages, but I think I'm going to use one on this one.
Well, you've only failed, I think, so that's good.
Oh no, okay. No. That's very, very bad. Okay. Yeah, I think I've only failed. So I'm gonna say that I've used 2. I will say that was 1. So I'm down to 2 disadvantages. And that definitely was one of them because that sucked. She hears nothing of the ruckus going on inside the library. And instead says to you, Tan, well, yes. And what is your objective here, Tan? Are you trying to get her to? What are you trying to get her to do?
Trying to get her on side so that she can get us out of here.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me a psychology roll? Or no, sorry, not a psychology. A persuade, an interpersonal roll of some kind.
Great. Here I go.
Yeah, persuade or charm. You know, the tan do one of the tan interpersonal rolls.
Charm. Here I go. What does the tan say? Yeah, 59 under 65.
Dude.
Okay. Well, I suppose it's everything I've ever known. I grew up on this island.
How do you even know, babe? Like, have you ever been in an office island? Have you ever, like, freaking tried Mountain Dew? Because I haven't seen any on this island so far. There's like a whole world out there, babe.
Well, yeah, I've been off the island. Yeah,
That's the height of it for him.
I went to college in London. Actually, I went to the University of London to get my bachelor's in art history.
Wow. Well, nice. Quick thinking.
Well, babe, I misread this situation, looks like. But
I do think you're able to like get something out of her, and she's like I don't know. I think for now we'll just say that she's a little bit more sympathetic to you. So if you had some requests for her or something that you wanted to try to implement on your next turn, she might be more receptive to it since you did succeed on that interpersonal roll. Anyway, is there anything else?
He immediately course corrects. He's like, might be.
Yeah.
All right.
Based. Tan is based. Anything else from you, Tan?
Nah.
You
Okay.
train wreck of a human.
Oh, look at this talking.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Look at the pot calling the kettle black.
That is going to bring us back to Carrie. Top of round 2. Carrie, what would you like to do?
Fuck. Right. If this man's jiggling some keys and dropping it on the goddamn floor, is there any space under the door? Is there like any amount of room?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
I'm gonna try and reach my little hand and see if I can grab the keys out from under there.
Okay. That sounds like a dex roll to me.
All right. Nope, that's the wrong tab.
You're like a needy cat when its owner goes to the bathroom.
All you see is just a little hand. I'm just doing a little hand.
Pay attention to
Hey,
me.
Guildmaster
Yeah.
Scott, welcome with the Random Encounters Guild, friend.
Ooh, welcome. All right. Goddamn. I'm going to spend luck. I'm going to burn luck for this.
Ooh.
I'm going to burn 19 luck to bring it down to 70.
Okay. So that's
I want to
making it a
get out of this
success.
fucking room, dude.
Yes, and well done. And yes, I will remind everybody that you cannot push combat rolls, so luck is your only option, and you just chose
Understood.
to exercise that option. Well done. Yes, so in doing so, you do see under the door as you drop to your knees and like put your eye to the ground, you see the keys that August dropped to the ground, and you dexterously reach your slender little fingers underneath and are able to get your hands on those keys, which are now in your possession. I think I'm willing to call that your move action if you want to try to unlock the door. That'd be a dex roll.
Would love to. Yeah, we'll do so. We'll try and unlock this damn thing.
Yeah.
Is this just like a janitor's set of just every goddamn key in this compound, or like?
Ooh, yeah, probably. It probably is. It's probably not like that intense. There's maybe like 5 keys.
Okay.
So you can try one. Give me a luck roll.
Okay. Oh no, I just spent a bunch of it. Oh no.
That's the thing about luck.
It's okay. It's fine. It's probably gonna be fine. I have like a 1 in 5 chance. That's super great. Fuck. No.
God damn it.
No.
God damn it.
67 over 22.
Oh wow. Oh, your luck is low, girl.
Well, I just spent half of what I had left.
Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. So
Get these
yeah,
fucking keys.
the first
Womp womp.
The first, like, there's like 5 keys on this chain, and the first, like, 3 that you try are not it, and I think that's going to bring us to the end of your turn, which then
Yeah, we're panicking.
brings us to James. Oh, by the way, since we're in round 2 now, no one is currently motivated to get the fuck out. Like, now you can,
Okay.
I have ceded control back to the players, you can do what you want. Which may be get the fuck out. Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think. Oh fuck. I think James sees that everybody was like a little bit out of it, and then he sees Varina like bear hug this thing and pull it back. And I think James. Is going to. Oh, fuck. I think James is yeah, James threw the first. James holds the second drink in his hand and just gulps it and throws it at the beast again. He's gonna throw the second glass at the beast.
That's our boy.
Okay, that's our boy. That sounds like another
He
throw
did
roll.
establish that he oftentimes double fists. That is a.
You know
that
what?
has
I'm
been established.
actually not gonna do that. What I'm actually gonna
okay.
do is I'm gonna chug. I'm gonna like lean down and crack part of the glass on the floor and get it sharp, and then I'm gonna
Nice.
go in for a slash.
Fuck yeah. Okay, very
Yeah.
cool.
I'm currently on top of it, so be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Okay, here we go.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give James. Let me pull up your character sheet real quick. I'm gonna give you like just a knife.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna go to. Can I do that? How do I do that?
I might be able to add it actually.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I think actually in this case, that's just, you know what? I'm just gonna say that this is a fight brawl roll.
Okay, cool. Done.
Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call it slashing damage for
Sure.
purposes. Okay, fight brawl. Here we go. Come on! Damn it!
We're doing
And
so
I can't
good.
push it.
Can't push a combat roll. You can use luck if you want.
I don't have enough. Okay, yeah. So I think James goes. I think James just goes to slash at this thing, and at the last minute, the thing moves, and Varina's arm is coming in the way, and he just like, whoa! He kind of pulls it back at the last second so that he doesn't cut Varina.
Yes.
And he's like, would you move out of the way?
Brilliant.
Keep your arm away from it.
Brilliant, amazing, no notes. Okay, so James, you can still move if you'd like. Otherwise, will be the end of your turn.
No, I think him moving right up to essentially flanking the beast with Varina. I think that's where he's gonna live there for a moment.
Sure. Okay. Oh my gosh! Wait a second. When you are in point blank and flanking, you get a bonus die that I completely forgot about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
roll the tens die again.
Flanking the Beast with Varina, a memoir.
By Carrie Badis.
Guy Carrie Badis, yes.
That was the
how
summer
would I
I
do that?
flanked the beast with Varina.
So
Oh, there we
just
go. All right, hold on.
you also could just roll it again if you want.
Went to Beast flanking camp. It was great.
Wait.
Son,
All right,
did
hold
I
on.
ever
I'm just
tell
gonna
you about
roll.
the summer I flanked the beast?
Someday you'll have to do it too.
Thank you for vamping, guys.
We got you, boo.
I knew what you needed.
Until you flanked a fish man with a lesbian, you haven't
Okay,
lived.
that is actually a success. That is a 41 under 45.
Wow.
Wow.
Well done.
That's not our boy.
Well done.
How
I
unlike
think
him.
I think that's gonna. I mean, that's definitely gonna be. That's definitely
And
gonna
what
be
are
a huge. Wait, is that? That's a 4. That's an extreme success.
No. 41 under 45. The 4 was the I rerolled the 10s
got
die.
it.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I just saw the 4 in there, and I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
no, I just rolled a d10 as in to yeah, so it's 41 under 45, so it's just a regular success by
Sure.
the
Okay.
skin of my teeth.
Regular success with an improvised slashing weapon. Roll a d4.
Done.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Okay, come on, James. Don't fail me now. Come on, brother. Come on now. Here we go. 2. All right, 2 points of damage.
Okay, 2
the
points of
slash.
damage.
Do I see does blood come out? Or do
Oh,
I
I know
see
it's gonna be.
It's you slash at this creature, and just like when he vomited earlier and yesterday, it's just like water. It's just like spraying from him.
Oh!
Is it black?
I think
It's black,
like
I
a
bet.
bad
Yeah.
bad horror
It's
movie.
the-
He
it's
cuts
the
him and the
exact
spray
same.
is like
like,
flying at him, and he's like, ah!
Yeah, just
How's it taste, bud?
very similarly. It tastes. It probably would. If any gets in your mouth, it probably tastes a little bit like seawater.
Ooh. You should drink it. You should definitely drink it.
Hydration check from Tidbit also, everybody.
Oh, speaking of drinking it,
Drink Deep Rob's blood. It's good for you.
Okay.
This
Yes.
is a unmarked water beverage.
Yes. So yes, this water sprays out, coating the walls and you. But since you've already encountered this, I'm not going to make you roll sanity for it. But you do manage to do a little bit of damage to this creature. Anything else from you, James?
I think that's it for James. I think he's just I think he's holding this piece of glass, and his other hand is just like, ah! And then he's covered in this black ichor as he's just standing there preparing for round 2.
Absolutely. Okay, that is going to bring us back to Deep Rob's round 2 turn. Deep Rob is going to try to throw Varina off of him. So that's going to be another contested strength roll, Varina, and I'm going to roll mine with disadvantage because I still have 2.
okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
A penalty die, I should say, to be in parlance of this game. Ooh boy.
In the parlance.
What'd you get?
I failed. I failed.
Okay. What was the roll? What was the result?
I rolled an 84 over 70.
Okay. You failed less hard than me. I rolled a 91. So he does not manage to break the grapple. You and he are tussling on the floor. And not in a fun way.
No.
And that's going to bring us to you, Varina. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I think that the near fail is like I slip on his like fishness. He like starts to wiggle out as I'm on top of him. And so for my turn, I just like wrap an arm around where I think his throat is. And now I'm gonna flip him over so that I'm underneath him. I'm strangling him from behind, and I want to make him susceptible to attacks from anybody else.
Okay.
And maybe put some hurt on him just from like choking him.
Sure. Okay.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah. Normally that would be a fight brawl roll, but since you are trying to do like a little sort of choke out kind of situation, why don't you do normally that would be a contested strength roll battle maneuver, but since you are trying to put some hurt on him, why don't you roll a fight brawl?
Okay. Come on.
Oh, they got
It's Varina from the top rope with the people's elbow.
All right, I got it barely with a 72 under 74.
Very
Nice.
good. Very
Nice.
good. Give me a D3 roll.
I don't like
right.
how you say very good. That makes me think that you want this to happen.
All right, I rolled a 3, and I have a damage bonus of 1d4.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Oh, by the way, James, do you have actually, I can check. I don't think you do have a damage
shit.
bonus. But if you did, I would need you to do...
Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't think I have enough
you do
strength,
either.
actually.
Yeah, it's a product of your build, and no, you do not have a damage bonus. Okay, good to know.
I rolled
Good
a
as
1
in
on
bad.
my damage
Okay.
bonus for a total of 4 damage.
Total of 4 damage. Okay, wow. All right. Wait, how many?
4. I rolled a 3 on the d3 and a 1 on the damage bonus for a total of 4 damage.
Varina.
Oh boy.
You have maneuvered yourself underneath this creature. Your arm is wrapped around its neck, and you are just...
I'm looking over at the door. I'm watching as Carrie is scrambling a hand under the door to like get those keys, and I am just like tighter and tighter as I'm watching her scramble.
Yeah, squeezing and squeezing with ever more of veracity.
And James is just blushing and blushing.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all, James? Rob
I'm trying
is
to
just...
keep it wholesome horny, you know? I'm trying to keep the vibes going.
We left Wholesome behind in episode 1. Rob is continuing to make these gargling like kind of noises as you pull, and they start to sound more and more strained as you pull more and more. And then finally, you start to feel like his skin already slick and wet. He's not like a scaly creature. He's more like a blobfish. You see when people bring when people and this is like animal torture, by the way. You should never do this. When people bring blobfish out of the high pressure environment that they're accustomed to, they turn into blobs, and their skin is just like sort of sloppy and wet.
They're not supposed to be there.
They're not supposed to be there. They are accustomed to a more high pressure. It's really terrible. You shouldn't do it.
Leave him alone.
But his skin has that sort of texture where it's just like slimy and smooth and slippery, but it still has a little bit of resistance. And you just start to feel that resistance is beginning to like go away. It just has more and more give to it as you continue to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until finally he just bursts into that same black brackish water. All of a sudden, he is just, it's like you popped a water balloon, and all of a sudden just psh, it is just water. Rob is no more.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then I'm just flat on the ground, like drenched.
We cut to James. He's covered in it, and the glass he's holding is filled with it.
Oh no, yes.
Yeah, I stop fiddling and immediately turn around, feeling my back get splashed with goo and wetness.
And I just look at Carrie and go, it wasn't me. It was the thing.
Does anyone remember the scene in the first X-Men movie? The first Hugh Jackman X-Men movie when Senator Kelly just becomes water?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
that.
Oh, no.
It is that.
Oh.
Rob disappears, and the entire room is just covered with that same black brackish water that you saw him vomiting several times and erupting from his skin. Rob is gone. As far as you know, he is no more. And we are out of combat.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna try the last 2 keys of this fucking door to get this fucking thing open, I guess.
Even though you're somewhat accustomed to the horror of seeing Deep Rob, I think that merits another sanity check.
I agree with you.
That's safe to say.
That's bad.
I feel like Ree needs a sanity check too. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm gonna do one of these stupid ass bitch moves. I think it would be dishonest to say that I'm not rolling. I think I ought to roll this at disadvantage.
Okay,
because I'm just it is on top of me. I'm not just witnessing it.
Valid. No.
Yeah. That's fair. DM, I passed with a 49 under 61.
Okay.
I also passed, just barely.
Okay. Great.
I failed 72 over 62.
Okay. Give me
and I'm
give
almost
me
out of luck, so I cannot.
You can't use luck on sanity rolls anyway.
Oh, right. Well, then, yeah.
So just give me a D3 and lose that many sanity points. Oh,
D3.
However, that is going to prompt another bout of madness from you, Carrie.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think James is going to immediately move over to the bed and grab the sheets and just start like rubbing the liquid off of him.
Sure.
I think he's gonna he's trying to get it out of his mouth and like off his hands, and then he's gonna be like, he's like gonna grab one and like go over to Varina and be like, hold still, and he's just gonna like try to get it like off of like your face and like around your mouth and like.
I'm standing. I'm like slowly getting off the ground, just like flicking it off of me. I've still got my eyes closed. I'm like,
you're almost good. Hold on. No, don't open. No, not your. No, don't open your eye.
I smack you and take it from you.
No, sorry.
Okay, you could have asked.
I think it's my turn to drop the fucking keys, and I just kind of like back against the wall, just kind of slump to the floor. I think.
Like helplessness.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Carrie, I think this is tapping into like the vision you had before and some past trauma around the shore, the seaside. I think you start to get like the early seed of your own case of thalassophobia.
Yeah, if I recall, I think outside of the 666 roll, I think we rolled for duration that was different from that, and mine was a bit longer than the other ones. So I'm kind of tying it into that a little bit. Just that it hasn't quite gone away.
Totally. I think you're starting to develop a little bit of thalassophobia, Carrie. With all that said, as the room just becomes incomprehensibly quiet in the wake of everything that just happened, I think we take a break.
Oh, when you come back, Carrie, you've earned an inspiration for your pocket from
Indeed, you have.
Bless up.
Sir Bison.
Sir Bison, thank you.
Sir Bison says Rob.exe has stopped functioning.
F in the chat for Rob.
F's in the chat for Rob, everybody.
Oh, he was so deep, y'all. He was so deep.
It wasn't his fault.
He was so deep.
So, friends, when we come back, we will resume the story, and we will no longer be in combat, but things would like we got some questions to answer. But before we do, Campbell, what would you like the prompt to be for this week's giveaway entry?
So for this week's giveaway entry, you will go to Instagram. We are at Critical Fail DM. That's Fayle, just like we are here on Twitch. And our most recent Instagram post is a picture of me and Trevor on the beach yesterday.
Oh, cute.
And you can comment on that picture of me and Trevor posing very silly on the beach. And I would love for you to comment if you had to fight a man-turned creature, what is the creature you would least want it to be? Like if it's a man fish or a man shark or a man spider, describe the man/animal that you would least want to encounter. And you are welcome to add why you would hate to encounter that creature.
Yes.
And you can't use man, bear, pig.
It's already been talked in the chat.
It's already been used.
If you do, I won't be mad. You'll still be eligible. And as a reminder, you will be entering to win a digital copy of both the Keeper Rulebook and the Investigator Handbook, furnished by Chaosium, the publishers of said source books. So go ahead and leave a message on our Instagram, or leave a comment on that most recent post on our Instagram. Let us know what were creature you would least like to find yourself in an encounter with. We will be back in 10-ish minutes, and when we do, we will see what happens in the fallout of this.
Oh boy!
Of whatever the fuck this was.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
The fish out. See you then. Bye. And we are back. Hello, everyone. We just had, I was about to say that was our first combat of this stream, but actually, technically, by the rules of combat, the water balloon, or the paint balloon fight was sort of a combat.
Yes!
So, like,
Which was deadlier?
The pairing!
I loved that water balloon combat. Oh my god.
Good use of combat.
I
Like, it was
loved
great.
it so much.
It was fun,
You get combat in episode 1 in a fun and sexy way. I thought it was genius.
It was fun.
Way to take
thank
the
you.
combat mechanics and make it new and interesting in a way that like nobody's done that before. You know?
Oh, go on. Well, thank you. I did, I was a little proud of myself for that one, because it did feel like sort of a tutorial, like a combat tutorial. Like when you start playing a video game, it's like, press this button to do a hard attack or whatever.
In
It
Last
sort
of Us
a little bit
Part
like that.
2, it's the snowball fight that you get into with the kids in Jackson before you go on patrol.
Yes, I
Oh my
remember.
God.
I remember.
Yeah.
I heard today that they just wrapped filming on Last of Us Season 2 on the HBO series.
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
It's coming, baby!
Very excited.
buddy.
Very
Oh
excited.
my god!
Very excited, as I'm certain is Campbell.
Boy.
So real quick before we get in, I was about to tell this story while we were on break in our little chat window, but then I was like, I gotta save it for the stream. I literally had a dream not too long ago, and I texted Campbell and Trevor about this. I had a dream, I think I was at your house, and I had a dream that I was just like really, really sad, and I broke down crying, and the two of you just like held me, and we fell into this little cuddle puddle, and I woke up and I had to text them. I was like, I had a dream that I was crying, and you two cuddled me back to life, and it was really
That's
sweet.
what we would do.
It is.
I
It
think
wasn't
we
a
would-
dream, Kay.
We would do that. for
Got it.
each
Okay,
other.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
had dreams like that.
What about the part where Dusty Rose tried to sell me methamphetamines? Was that the dream?
No, that
That
was
sounds like her.
That's
We all got a
That
side
sounds like
hustle
her.
in South Philly. I don't know what you want. Like,
Got
that's
it.
how it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Those South Philly
How do
kids.
you think-
buy a watch.
How do you think they afford the house? I mean,
Cat's got to get a job. You live under this roof. You got to pay.
Yeah, one day, Trevor and Campbell jokingly said to their cat Dusty, "Hey, if you're gonna keep living off the house here and our hard labor, you got to start paying rent." And Dusty said, "All right, bet," and went up to Kensington.
it's like selling hard smack to the rats in Kensington.
You know,
A lot of
was a
rats in
street
Kensington.
as a theme that we have established before on our content is that you can't. It's the blame for individuals in an oppressive regime does not fall on the individual. It falls on the oppressive regime. So Dusty was just existing in a system that is symptomatic of a bigger problem, and we can't fault her for her role in the opioid crisis.
Delicious man. What do you want? I don't know.
Well said, Kay.
Thank you.
That's right. That's
She's
what
just
taught
trying to
us.
survive. She's from the streets. She's hardened. She's battle hardened.
Although her lack of filing
Speaking
taxes
of-
says otherwise.
Speaking of all of this, Kazi just dropped in the chat that Dusty sells reverb. Which if you want, which one, if you want more information on reverb, go watch Goon Files season 1. Season 1 and 2 are available on our YouTube channel with Ned in the GM chair. And my second piece of information is that Kazi is the winner of our giveaway tonight. Kazi, who says of my question, Kazi says, I'd least like to fight a Batman. because he is vengeance. He is the knight. He's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now.
And on top of all that, he's
Hold on
not
a
wearing
bed.
hockey pads.
He's not wearing
He's
hockey pads.
not wearing hockey pads. And also, within the last couple, on that break, I went on TikTok to check on the things, and Kazi has released a new Lovecraft Island TikTok video with some incredible closet cosplay. I encourage everyone right now to look up Kazi on TikTok, and I will share their video on our TikTok stories after the stream is done.
The
tonight.
one Kazi did about James and Tan.
So fucking good.
Hello, Sailor.
There are a few things, as the creator of a story, there are a few things I find more validating than like closet cosplays that take place in that world.
It's awesome.
And Kazi's cosplays are just,
Because
and
this
Kazi's,
time-
they're
so
next
good.
level.
This time they have cosplays of all of us. They have closet cosplays of Varina, Carrie, James, and Tan.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
get the fuck out! I'm gonna have to check that out. That's
Oh,
awesome.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Trevor, isn't Gotham supposed to be Camden?
What?
Is it based on Camden?
What?
I thought it was based on, no, it's New York.
No, I thought it was
Is Gotham
Chicago.
New York?
Gotham is a
Metropolis
sort of
was.
I thought it was
hodgepodge mix of-
Chicago.
It's
Okay.
sort of Gotham is intended to be sort of a hodgepodge mix of New York and Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
okay. All right.
And Pittsburgh.
I don't know where
I've
I
decided
don't know
it's
where I
Pittsburgh.
read it was
Well,
like
that's where they
Camden or
filmed it.
Philly
That's
or.
where the Nolan movies filmed in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's why my brain told me that. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
All right.
You know, why don't we just throw like Albuquerque into the mix?
It's Richmond,
Well, that's
Virginia.
Metropolis.
It's
Yeah,
Richmond,
they've had it too
Virginia.
good for too long in
Oh,
Albuquerque. I
welcome,
tell you
Tear 'em
what.
Up. Tear 'em Up is coming to us
Hey,
from
Tear
Derby
'em Up.
Practice.
Hey, Terry.
I listened to the newest episode of the Strahdcast on my run this morning and heard the Tear 'em Up shout out
Yeah.
for the roller skates.
I thought for a second there was a brief period during the summer where those roller skates were always in reach and they would be right there in my office because I would go for a little run with Zuma and ride around on my roller skates, then come back and skate from the garage to my office and take them off and put them right there. But
I love that.
That time is not now. They are in the room where all of the other shoes live. But yes, Tara Mupp recommended to me Moxie skates, so I got myself a pair. I got myself the rainbow
Nice.
rollers. And they're awesome.
Nice.
Yes. So as far as what you missed, Tear 'em Up, yes, Deep Rob, as he has come to be known,
Deep Rob.
attacked the. Oh goodness,
I'm sorry.
Carrie. Where have you been all my stream?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
She's
very
got
sorry.
the best of both worlds.
And yes, they fought Deep Rob and won. And Deep Rob, it is important to note, became water. He just
Quite literally.
Talk about
Quite
the
literally
shape of
turned into
water.
He's the
water.
It's
shape
Rob.
of water.
Rob is the shape of water.
The shape is puddle.
Yeah, it was weird.
Hashtag
It was
shape
weird.
of water.
It was weird. And remind me.
That's
so
dumb and funny.
Oh, so Carrie, you were the one who found yourself in another bout of madness. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm not gonna like wrest control of your character from you, but I am going to encourage you to, when playing your character, question everything. Bring into the room your newfound phobia. Just, walk that razor's edge between reality and dissociation. And just have fun with
There
it.
every day.
That'll be so hard for me to find, Kay. I don't know if I can.
Oh, you mean Tuesday?
Oh, I got that blocked off tomorrow, so yeah, I might as well.
Perfect. Okay, great. Perfect. Tear 'em Up, yes, you're exactly right. In fact, Tear 'em Up says he became the one guy from the first X-Men movie. I actually I referenced that.
Yes!
I said yes. He basically turned into Senator Kelly from the first X-Men movie. I gotta say, I don't think it's too spoilery to say this, but when I was writing this module, that image, that scene, was a very foundational thing in the creation of this module. I was just brainstorming and thinking of stuff, and that scene came to mind, and I was like, that has influenced a lot of what I've written for this module.
That's comforting.
Good.
That's real comforting.
Well, with that in mind, friends, you stand in this bedroom off the side of the library. Carrie, I believe you still have the keys. The rest of you still have a little bit of, are all still like covered in this black brackish water that erupted from where Rob once was, except for Tan, who is still outside, as far as we know, flirting with Morgan. So why don't we start with you, Tan? In fact, give me one more listen check. I'll roll one for Morgan as well. I still have one penalty die from disadvantage from the chat. So I'll roll one for Morgan too. Big time failure.
Very good. Oh, hot dog! I got it 11 under 20.
Wow. Okay. So not quite a hard success, but a regular success. I think you start to hear. Tan, you start to hear some screams and loud thumping noises. Just you hear in the word.
Oh, babe! It's just yakking noises, like dry heaving.
Yeah, exactly.
If the hidden town on the north end of the island is a rockin', don't come knocking.
What are you talking about?
No, sorry. I just heard some. I think something's going on back where where we just left. Maybe we should head back.
Oh, are you sure? Because we were just about to look at Hugh Jackman's house.
Wait, like Hugh Jackman, like Wolverine Hugh Jackman?
No. In this universe, Hugh Jackman is the name of the CEO of a mid-tier tech company.
Oh, that's actually huge Ackman. It's a very easy mistake to make. Very easy mistake. It's huge.
He's from Tasmania. He's not Australian. He's Tasmanian.
Oh my god.
Morgan, I thought you said we were going to Wolverine's house.
Yeah, well, that's his nickname. That's his nickname because Wolverines are native to Tasmania.
No, they aren't. You're thinking of the Tasmanian Devil Babe.
Tan would very much know.
Yo, wait, you want to know a fun fact about Tasmanian devils?
Sure.
Them and human beings are the only species alive today that is a singular genus to their species. There's no other, like big cats, there's like lions and tigers and what have you. Tasmanian devils and human beings, that's it, babe. We're the only ones.
Cool. Aren't they extinct?
What?
They're extinct, aren't they?
So you're thinking of the Tasmanian tiger babe.
Oh.
Which was a sort of like striped dingo kind of species that died out due to over hunting when European settlers first colonized the island.
Gotcha. Okay. I think she can't decide whether or not this is hot.
But listen, come on, man. Enough talk about devils and tigers. We're in a serious situation here, Morgan. Now, listen up to me, Dave. Look deep in my eyes again. You liked that before. Come on.
You liked that before. Come on.
Look,
that worked last time. Let's try this again.
Oh my god, Kay! Oh my god!
She's got a fan. What's she gonna fan?
Not the smitten K face.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that makes me sweat.
You gotta be straight with me here. You gotta be straight with me here, Morgan. Okay. Like you went to a really esteemed school, so I know that you're a smart cookie, babe. I know that you got big brain thoughts brewing in that beautiful case of yours. Okay. But look, you gotta
Flattery
know,
will
right?
get you fucking everywhere.
You're just innocents tied up in a totally tubular wave of weird, cats and incest, and this is not a very cash money place to be for us right now. You gotta help us here, Morgan.
Cash money.
Okay,
Oh,
I
my
know
God.
we're all
Please
beautiful,
somebody
but is
clip
that such a
all of
crime that we must be thrust into these outrageous circumstances?
Jesus.
Gotta help us, Morgan. You gotta help get us out of here, Morgan. This is I know somewhere deep behind those beautiful eyes of yours, I know there's a heart that beats for justice, babe.
This is working on me. I will have you know.
I mean, I think that was the plan all along. Let's be honest.
Dude, you are playing the ref right now, and
Just a conduit. Just a conduit. Channel it. Channel it.
Campbell with the heart tray.
Yeah, for like. Just get them both.
My laptop here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for real.
Regis smacks.
Okay, I am not Morgan. I am not Morgan. Give me an interpersonal roll. Give me some kind of, give me a tan special, persuade, charm, whatever you want to do.
I don't know if you're ready for the 10 special, bro.
I regretted saying that as soon as it left my lips.
Fuck, I got an 88 over 65, but I'm gonna. This is crunch time.
You could push. You could use luck. We're out of combat, so you can do what you want.
I have 70 luck, so I'm gonna use some luck.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god,
spend.
fuck you!
Pushing is also an option if you don't want to spend luck.
You have 70 luck. What the fuck?
Burn it!
That's literally what I just said I was gonna do.
Where the fuck were you for this last combat?
Doing this!
Hello, I'm seducing this woman to save our skins. Get off my back, bro!
If I had $1, I mean.
I'd have exactly
Don't
$2.
tell any other boys about that excuse.
Okay, so 88, I'm gonna burn, how much is that? 10, 15, 18 points I'll burn.
Math is a wild science. Okay, yes, burn 18 luck. And yeah, I think with that, I think she is like, that was such a heartfelt entreaty from Tan to this very well-meaning, very smitten young woman. And honestly, like my heart rate is still coming down. What did you want? Like, what were you trying to get out of her?
I want, like,
whatever it was, you got it.
Yeah, right.
Like, if she can like tell us like what we're really here for, or like get us a boat off of this place. Like, I'm just trying to get an ally who's in on the game.
Okay.
You know, I just want someone. Because nobody is telling us nobody's been straight with us the entire time we've been on this island.
Totally.
Just trying to get a good hard dick in, you know? some straight talk here.
I had just started to feel cool again, Trevor. Damn it.
First mistake.
A good hard dickin'.
A good hard dickin'.
It's a
yeah.
very
My
common
secret
expression.
It is. It's a very common expression.
Where?
You don't know that? You don't know?
Why?
in Marvel Comics in the 60s, as it turns out. But yeah, I think you say that to all of that to her, and she starts to like, in a weird way, all of the like the fear and the nerves start to melt away a little bit,
Yeah,
and you just see before you a scared young woman.
Oh.
And she says to you, "Everything my father said was true. The only thing I could add was that he was maybe a little reserved about the consequences."
Consequences? What do you mean? Like, of what?
We're cursed, Tan. This island is cursed. Ever since the bloodline of the Claw ended, we have been cursed.
Like with what?
Slowly, at first, but then more and more. Residents of this island have just started getting sick. They get really sick, and they just start sweating and vomiting.
Wait, like black water?
How'd you know about that?
Cause our buddy Rob, who we still don't know what happened to him. That's what exactly happened to him. That's what led us here in the first place. So wait, if we're cursed, like, babe, Morgan, why don't we just leave? Why don't we just get out of here? Be like a drunk girl getting out of an Uber, babe, and leave it all behind.
So dumb.
Well, because we can't just abandon our goddess. This is everything we have.
Listen, if God has taught me anything, it's that forgiveness is the most powerful thing in the universe. Okay? Bastet will forgive you. You can even start a new Crazy Cat Island. But like, is this what do you think she wanted? Do you think she wanted your beautiful, bodacious goddess wants you all throwing up? Like, that can't possibly be what she wants for you, you know?
It's not. It's not, but this island belongs to her. I've been to religious ceremonies outside this island. I've been to churches. I've been to masses, whatever. And there's always that moment, right? There's that moment where they say that your God, whoever they are, is in the room with you. I felt nothing. But here, Tan, we can call Bastet into the room, and her influence is truly felt and there. Her presence is made clear to us, and we can't even look on her. Her power is too great. This island is her domain here on Earth, and we have to protect it. I can't just leave.
Let her go, brother.
Morgan,
She's in it.
you know, God's love isn't about, like, the not knowing is a huge part of it, you know?
I'm gonna stop you right there, Tan. Your God is not mine.
Damn. She said, fuck your couch.
Yeah.
I respect that, babe. I do.
Look at him. He's like,
suffering.
damn,
Oh,
she's
bless him.
smoking hot. I thought I had her.
I will remind you,
really
Tan.
do. What?
I will remind you that you heard some crazy noises going on, and Morgan will
yeah.
follow you if you choose to pursue. If you choose to investigate.
That all gets interrupted by, oh my God, it's in my mouth.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think we can say that the listen check was a success at that point in the conversation, and you hear some crazy shit going on from inside the library.
It's just James being like, I've tasted some awful things, but that, oh.
Well, Morgan, you know, far be it from me to get in the way of someone pursuing what's in their heart, but I don't know if I can be a part of it, babe. I hope, you know, maybe in another life or another time, we could have been better friends.
That's disappointing, Tan. But okay. I can't change your mind. Only you can.
Listen,
Got me
and if
feeling
you
bad.
change yours, babe, come and find me.
Oh,
But right now, I gotta go help my friends. Tan out! And I just start booking it back to them.
Okay. She follows you at a somewhat slower pace and does not quite seem as hot and bothered as she once did.
Damn.
All right, so well, Tan,
what a sacrifice.
re-entering the library through the front door that you first came in through, you see August standing at that door, and he looks in a state. He doesn't have the keys anymore, obviously, but he just he's pounding on the door, yelling, "What's going on in there? Are you all right? Someone answer me!"
Are we with Tan
We're
right
fine.
now?
No, you
Everybody's
are.
fine. We're all
No,
okay.
I mean, is the camera with Tan right now?
It can be.
Encountering August.
It can be. Tan. Let's we just heard from Tan. Let's move to the other side of that door. What are you all doing on the other side of that door?
At this point, I would be hearing August be like, "What's going on in there?" I'm in a bit of a rage.
And I'm like wiping Carrie's back down with the sheets. I'm like,
sheets, yeah.
Is how is our progress in getting out of here? I assume this is locked from the inside so that Rob couldn't get out either. So is Carrie still fiddling with the door?
Carrie does still have the keys. I won't make you roll for anything since we're not out of combat, Carrie. You will eventually work your way through those 5 keys, and one of them does work, and you are able to open the door should you so choose.
I think I've got to the point where I have the key that goes in the lock properly. I've gotten to the right one and I have it in there. But just I turned back around after seeing everything that just happened behind me, and it just, she's kind of locked up and frozen in place, like hand holding the key that is in the door, and she has not turned it yet, and she is sort of staring dead ahead as like the black just sort of like trickles down, I guess probably like the right side of like her shoulder as it got her there. It's just stuck still in place, and you can hear the keys like starting to shake in her hand.
In fact, I think as you do that, I think you have put the key into the door and you are like about to turn it, and you, Carrie, see just a thin trickle of black brackish water running down the inside of the door from the keyhole towards the floor.
And I just like, for all you can tell, catatonic, like just completely lost to it, making no noise whatsoever, just standing stuck, staring at that drip of water as it makes its way down, just locked in with it, not at all moving, the hands completely still apart from the keys.
I walk up to the door to where Carrie is, and I'm cold still from like, I'm gonna kill a girl mode. And I walk up to the door and I take Carrie by the shoulders, and when I look in her eyes, I recognize that face from when I was 8 years old. I think I was in that state for like 5 months. And I take her by the shoulders and I'm looking her in the eye, and I'm gonna move her away from the door, and I'm gonna move her gently against the other wall, and then I'm gonna leave her there, and I'm gonna run at the door and shoulder it, and I'm gonna start trying to just fucking bash my way through the door.
Cool. Okay.
And at first I like bash it like once, and then I back up and like put my and then I run and bash it again, and then I run and bash it again, and then I'm starting to yell, and I'm starting to be like, "Hey, old man, fucking open the door!"
You still have the keys, please. One of you grab the keys from the floor, please. Just unlock the door and open it.
I think James is gonna like, kind of like a matador with a bull, is gonna kind of like put himself, like at the last moment, he's gonna pick the keys off the floor and then just kind of like put a hand out to Varina as she's like getting ready to go back again, and just be like, and then he like kind of turns around and he's like,
All right, quickly now.
all right.
Okay, so opening the door. Opening the door, you see August on the other side. This look of panic on his face. What? And then he sees it. He looks and sees that Rob is not in the room, and he sees the remnants of all of this liquid everywhere, and just says, "Oh no. Oh, poor boy."
I'm gonna walk right up to him and grab him by the scruff of the neck.
Oh. Oh.
What the fuck is that? What makes that? What is that? What is that?
Please, that's what's been happening to all of us. That's the curse.
The curse of what?
Since the end of the Claw's bloodline, this has been happening. It's unpredictable. It happens at varying speeds. Poor Robbie. He wasn't even from here. He's not a member of our society.
So this could be us. We're not from here either. We're dragged here under some false pretenses. That could be us. We could be some disappearing fish.
Unless we create a new Claw, yes. Unless Bastet has a new conduit to this island, which is her domain on Earth, please.
Sir, how the fuck do we get off this island? We're not playing your game currently. Anybody else? Anybody want to fuck and make a baby and live here forever? Sound off. This is your chance.
Well,
no, 1, 2, 3. No. Time's up, sir.
Right.
This is not for us. This is not fucking happening. We're not turning it. We're not fucking for you, and we're not turning into fish for you. How do we get off the island?
While this is happening, James is going to go over to Carrie and is going to try to like do a psychology check and just kind of see where she's at. Like, because he sees her like catatonic on the ground.
Sure. Yeah. Go
if
ahead.
That's okay. If I can do like a kind of like
We'll do like
my finger,
a little like interstitial thing here. Give me a psychology roll.
Yeah. Oh, I never changed mine. Fuck.
Did you not? I thought I changed it for you. Oh, maybe I didn't.
No, it's the I'm gonna roll psychoanalysis.
Roll against psychoanalysis. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ugh! I'm burning 9 luck. Fuck it.
9 luck. Okay.
I'm burning 9 luck.
Okay. For 9 luck, you can tell. You can tell that she is in a state. You sense that she's not quite all here. You're getting a sense that she's like she has dealt with too much emotionally and psychologically, and she's basically like dissociating. She's not 100% here.
Hey, Carrie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That was fucking weird. But I'm here, and I'm not always weird. I'm sometimes I'm okay. Well, most of the I'm normal, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to make sure that you're that you're okay. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and he like kind of like forcefully, weirdly, like kind of grabs your hand and just starts kind of like petting the top of it. And he's like, maybe he's like kind of dealing with his own shit too in this moment, but he's kind of just like, it's we're us, the royal we are going to be okay.
She does not make eye contact
and he
this
pulls out a
entire
flask.
time, yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right, real quick before we get back to Varina and August, James, give me some kind of interpersonal role. You could, if you wanted. I know we flip-flop psychology and psychoanalysis. What you're trying to do could fall under the psychoanalysis thing. I know that is your lower score now. But I think what you're trying to do falls more under the category of an interpersonal role. So why don't you give me, I guess, either
fast talk, psychoanalysis, charm. I mean, God, that really
any of those, like your choice.
But I didn't put any fucking points into charm because he's an asshole.
What's your best interpersonal score? Or you're a fast talker, right?
I am a fast talker.
You're a fast talker.
I'll give that. It's a 50-50 chance. We'll see.
Okay.
It's a 55 chance, so we'll go. Oh, why am I clicking on Carrie's character sheet? That doesn't make any sense.
Does it even let you roll on Carrie's character sheet? I'm curious. We'll figure that out later.
Wait a minute. Fast talk is not my interpersonal skill.
Which one is?
I was looking at Carrie's character sheet.
Get off my fucking sheet, my dude! Get your own fucking sheet! Jesus! What are we doing?
Oh my God!
Here?
Persuade.
Persuade. Okay, that sounds more right anyway. So give me a persuade. Give me a persuade roll.
That is a 50 under 70.
Okay, so a psychoanalysis roll could have actually like treated her in a way and gotten her out of the bout of madness, or the bout of madness.
Well, then
However,
I want to roll that.
Well, what's your score? Because
if we
can just treat the roll the same.
Then
I want to treat the roll the same. What did you roll?
Yeah,
would it have been a success in psychoanalysis? Because if not, then we can just give you the. Okay, so never mind.
No,
so
we'll keep it. Yeah.
Okay, so with a success on your interpersonal check, I think you do manage to like. You can sense that you're like getting through to her. She seems a little bit more, and Carrie, actually, I would say this to you. You feel a little bit more grounded. You notice, in fact, as if you look back at the door, that trickle of water coming down from the keyhole was in your imagination. you had this fear that you were going to open the door and the ocean was just going to come through and swallow all of you. You no longer feel that fear. You're still tweaked. You're like on your toes, but reality starts to feel a little bit closer.
Yeah. Jeans, you probably noticed a little bit of color returning to her face slightly. Still not really looking at you, not really looking at anything in particular, but just thanks. It is Varina. Is Varina okay? Is she okay?
And he just kind of looks back at Varina holding this old man by the scruff, and I'm like, I think she's just fine.
Yes, and with that, I think we go back to Varina and August, and I think let's bring Tan into the scene too, because Tan, you see as this door opens and Varina grabs this old man by the scruff of the neck and has him like hanging by this. I picture it as she like lifts him up and is like boom, has him against this wall or like the side of the door or something, and yeah, what do y'all do?
Well, she does not work her glamour muscles. That's real strength right there.
Okay. Are you gonna do something, Tan, as you walk in? All right,
no.
then I'm looking into this man's face. I'm desperately looking into his face. Like,
Oh yes, you were asking him about a way off the island, right?
we have to get out of here.
The only ways off the island are the same way you came. By sea or by air. It's the same as any other island. But please, I beg you, please, don't leave yet. We need you.
All right, what happens to you if we take you off the island? Then will you not explode into goo?
I'm not safe wherever I go. None of us are.
All right, well, this is fun. And then I'm holding him by the scruff and I'm reaching into my pocket. I'm pulling out my like Love Island phone that goes nowhere. And I'm like, this doesn't do fucking anything for me. We can't reach anybody. You have to help us get out of here.
A machination of Adam's. He doesn't want you to leave. Neither do I.
So you tell me right now, who is standing between us and leaving? Is it you or Adam? Who am I gonna have to fucking kill?
This whole plan was Adam's.
I drop him.
He crumbles to the floor.
I turn my back to him. I stride right back into where James and Carrie are, and I stop in the doorway for a second as I see James kind of like very close to Carrie and kind of like cradling her and talking to her. I like pause for a second. And then I walk right over to them and I stand behind James like, how is she?
James stands up, kind of upright, and he kind of turns to her and he goes, she's not great.
We have to move. This man's not going anywhere. Our phones don't do us any good. Adam seems the last line of defense. I don't really know where to go from here, but we have to get the fuck out of here. I'm not producing in air. I don't know what else to tell you.
Why don't you have a drink?
Absolutely not. What the fuck did I just say? We are moving. We have to go.
Everybody give me a listen check real quick.
No! Terrible. I rolled a 99.
Nope.
Success from Carrie.
Extreme success.
Extreme
Wow! Because I
All right.
75
Under
over
70.
45, I failed.
Acute senses.
Yeah.
Carrie,
Failed!
so this is interesting actually because it's Carrie. Because you are like coming back to reality, but I feel like the sound that you hear does not fall in the same genre of the sounds that you are constantly hearing. I feel like you're just every distant tweet of a bird sounds like rushing water to you. There's this, and in fact, that's it. I think, in fact, you start to hear the sounds of like rushing water for a moment. And it's just like creeping into your peripheral hearing from behind you, from the south, the direction you came in. But because you rolled an extreme success, just before you start to panic, the sound sort of resolves into the unmistakable sound of a Kawasaki mule. As you hear the other mule approaching from the south, the same direction that you came.
Someone else is coming. Someone else is coming. I'm gonna reach up if I'm on the ground and grab Varina's hand. I'm sorry. You okay? You took all of that. I'm sorry. You look like, are you okay? Let me get. I'm just gonna reach up and try and wipe whatever remains of the water off her. And just falling over myself, apologize. Someone's coming. You hear the other car? Someone else.
You wait right here. I'll be right back.
No. Hey. I want to come with you.
All right. You all right?
We should all go. Let's let's get a move on here.
We're on the move.
Varina,
I'm gonna try and help her up.
Hold on 1 second. Brian, do you have that whiskey with you?
Yes, I have the whiskey with me, James.
Can I have a swig of it real quick?
Oh my God. I take my flask out of my pocket and I overhand throw it at him. And I put Carrie's arm over my shoulder and I start walking us out of the room.
I take a swig of the whiskey and I go over to the glass that I cut Rob with. Mm-hmm. I pick it up and I head over to what's his face that's on the ground.
August? The old guy, the librarian? Mm-hmm. Okay, you do. He's just crumpled on the floor. He's much like Carrie, if she were in a bit of a worse state, he's sort of just very introspective and sobbing quietly to himself.
Great. So I grab him by the shirt and I put the glass to his throat. and I go, listen, I don't want to be that guy, but I've done worse for less. So the airstrip or where the nearest boat is. Otherwise, Bastet or whatever the fuck her name is, you're never gonna see her.
Yeah.
It was part of Adam's design that there be no aircraft on the island during the filming of the show. And
great. So the fucking boats, where is it?
The only dock on the island is to the south, the one you came in on. But if he had his way, there is nothing. There are no watercraft there at the moment.
Okay, but he's got to have a way to get off, right? Right? Because he's not part of the plan, right? He's got to get off the island at some point, right? Because Adam is the mastermind. So where is his craft?
You'll have to ask him. I don't know. Please.
It sounds like you're telling me you're of no use anymore.
I suppose that's true. I've lived a long life, my boy. I have served my goddess well.
And I think James will kind of look around and make sure that everybody's out of the room.
Oh no.
And I think James James will drop the glass and just boom, headbutt him as hard as he can in an attempt to knock him
the fuck out. Give me a fight brawl roll.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Ooh, that's spicy.
I really thought Ned was about to kill a man.
I thought
kind of thought so
was
too.
Gonna kill a man.
You're gonna kill this old man?
Shades of Buddy.
I'm gonna push it.
Okay. We're not strictly speaking in combat, so I will let you push it.
Okay, I'm gonna push it because it really good. It won't let me push it because it's a combat roll.
Just re-roll it.
I'm going to re-roll it. Here we go. It was even worse. Okay.
Oh, no.
I break my nose.
Oh, buddy.
No, I don't think you do. I just don't think. I think you do enough to really scare the guy.
Yeah.
but not enough to actually do any damage. I think he like, as you do it, he falls out of your grip and kind of like falls against the wall and crumples back down to the ground and just like and just resumes like. And he's sort of like talking to himself. He's like,
perhaps Adam was right. Perhaps deception was the only means to get you to stay. I've mucked it all up. This is. And
then James, like, as he's
that.
like kind of, James like gets up and he's like, ow, that fucking, I thought that would work. And like just fucking like starts walking toward the door, and he turns around at the last second and he's like, when I get off this island, I'm gonna buy this island and I'm gonna turn it into a fucking oil rig. And then he walks away.
That's so hard.
That's a good line.
That's so hard.
That's a good line.
very good, very good.
Good line.
Queen Moon says the twink being unable to knock the man out is hilarious.
I am picturing this very much like one of my favorite it's so subtle, but one of my favorite moments in The Last of Us Part 2 is when they're in Eastbrook Elementary School and Dina falls through the ceiling and Ellie is coming to get her up, and then Ellie gets distracted looking at evidence, and Dina can hear people coming and she's going, Ellie, come on, we'll look at that later. And then, fuck, Ellie! And I feel like as James is having this last moment, I'm getting Carrie out the door, and I'm spotting the mule. Let's fucking go!
Yeah,
right.
Awesome. That's funny you say that, because I was reminded of one of the final moments of Madness and Mercy when Dickie punched Wesley Frost, the old guy servant of the professor, and killed him in one shot.
Yeah, I remember
Just
that.
murdered the guy.
That's
I didn't mean to. He was
Murked him. I will
I
say.
didn't mean to. He was just old.
He's very old, man.
I will say for an odd peek behind the counter, August has the same HP that guy had, so there was a very real chance that somebody could have just killed him. Anyway.
Thank God I'm just a weak twink and not a fucking brawny buddy.
Hey, you're the brains. You're the brains of the operation. You're the face. You're the face.
You're the wallet.
You're the
wallet of
finances. You're the
operation.
money. You're the money.
You're the Steve Jobs. You're the Steve Jobs. Let Steve Wozniak do all the actual work.
You're the white collar of the operation.
Exactly.
All right, everybody shut up. Let's keep going.
Are you all reconvening outside? Are you all together?
I'm
Okay.
trying to see who's driving this mule right
Varina.
now.
So let's say you're all together out front of the library, and you hear that unmistakable put 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 getting louder as the mule comes into view, driven by none other than Rose Morris.
Yes.
Rose comes up and from a distance spots all of you and has this mixture of relief and fury on her face as she rushes towards you and skids to a stop and jumps off the mule and says, "Where the fuck have you all been? I have been trying to find you for the last hour. Do you all not know what time it is? How the hell did you even get here?"
We don't have time for that right now. We fought a fish. Oh, would you like to produce an heir for a goddess? Yes or no?
What the fuck are you talking about?
2 Jack and Cokes deep, in my defense.
Rose, we need to get out of here right now. We need to turn the fuck around and we need to get out of here right now, and we don't have much time to explain. Can you take us back? Can you take us back to the hacienda, please, Rose?
We're all getting catfished for our sperms and eggs, Rose, babe. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, you are all saying a lot of shit that I really have no idea what the hell it means.
We can explain it to you, but we need to get in whatever the fuck what is this thing called? It's
That's right.
God,
Carrie
so
said,
cheap
ask
looking.
Adam. We're going to go ask Adam. Turn around. We're going back to the hacienda. We have some fucking questions.
I don't know where he is.
What do you fucking mean you don't know where he is?
I don't know where Adam is, and I don't know where Keely or Wes or Isabella are. We are on a fucking schedule. I don't know where the hell everybody went. I'm lucky I found all of you.
When's the last
Wait a
time you
minute,
saw him?
wait a minute. And you see James push everybody out of the way and run up right to Rose, and it's like, Isabella's the Latina, right?
No, that's Gwen. That's Gwen is the Latina.
Oh, never mind. Go on.
Fuck you, James. Fuck you. You know what, James? Give me my fucking flask back. Rose, when was the last time you saw them?
Okay. Well, it's different because oh my god, the last time I saw Isabella was when we were filming all of that footage with her, and then we wrapped on that, and then I was looking for all of you, and then I couldn't find any of you, so then I went to go check with Adam and see what he knew. And he was gone, and then I went to go try to find Wes and Keeley, and they were gone. Everyone's just fucking disappearing before my eyes, and I'm really starting to get sick of it because I'm on a fucking schedule. This is the first show that I've been the head producer on, and if I don't make a good piece of media, then my career is over.
Show's over, babe. It's life or death at this point. Does anyone on this island, anyone working for the show, is there a tracking device on the phones? Is there a tracking device on our phones?
Yeah, of course, there are tracking devices on all of your phones, but we have no idea where yours were because as soon as you went halfway into the forest, the signal went all shitty.
But to find Keeley and Wes, where do you track the phones? Is it Adam's computer?
Yes, it's Adam's office. Can I please just get you guys to come back to the south side of the island with me?
Definitely, let's go now.
Okay,
and we'll explain on the way, Rose. We'll explain on the way, Rose, but there are some like dark undercurrents on this beach, babe. It's no bueno.
Cool.
If you can get me to that computer, I'm pretty sure that I can figure out where people are and specifically where Adam is. I'll probably be able to figure that out.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Real
And
quick,
she gets,
And by the way,
go.
I want my real fucking phone back.
What is it, Carrie?
fine, it's in Adam's office. We can get it for you. Yes, Carrie. go ahead.
Rose, did you know about this fucking place? I gestured to the houses and buildings around us.
I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't really spent much time here. Why?
What do you know about this place?
Well, people live on this island. This is where they live. It's like a little town.
We'll explain on the way, babe.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
do.
We gotta get to Adam's
Okay.
computer.
So
James is gonna get
yeah.
into the driver's seat and is gonna drive us.
Cool. There are 2 mules because we have they're four-seaters and yeah, so you can all like kind of convoy your way back.
But can we say we do like our best roundup of what we learned for Rose on the way back?
Yeah,
Just that Rose
absolutely,
is in on
absolutely
it.
can.
Sure.
In fact, you know what? I think don't worry about the other mule. We can say that you're all on one, and I will. Why don't you all do just like a collective interpersonal roll? Everybody roll
To do what?
to fill Rose in on what's going on. So everybody just roll your best interpersonal check and let me know what level of success or failure you get.
Hard success for James.
Great.
Regular success for Carrie.
26 hard success.
Oh, one thing I forgot. As you're leaving, August comes stumbling out of the library with a piece of paper in his hand. Rose recognizes him, like you can tell they've met. And he has this piece of paper in his hand and he just says, "Listen, I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you thus far. I think you should have this. That's all. It's a piece of my research. It might come in useful." And then he just backs away and just quickly
that to Tan or something.
Sure. Tan, you see what is effectively a cipher. It's like a sort of translation guide between the ancient cuneiform script that he pointed out on those scrolls and modern day English.
Yo, Rose, we got like a Rosetta Stone here.
Basically, yeah. It basically is like a Rosetta Stone.
This will come in handy, I'm sure. Okay,
Wait,
let's hightail it.
should we get anything that we need that needs translating from that?
Everything that I have shown you already.
All right, we're rolling out. I'm going to the other mule.
Yeah.
And helping Carrie up on it and sitting behind Carrie and like wrapping my arms around her and.
Excellent. So what was the result of that cumulative interpersonal roll? I heard, did I hear hard success from Carrie?
Hard success.
Regular from
and me.
Carrie. Regular success.
Was that some level of success from everyone?
Yeah, I think everybody succeeded. Yeah.
Okay.
2
cool.
hards from Varina and James.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So yeah, as you're driving back, you're having this conversation with Rose as she's driving through this crazy path with like with familiarity. Like she's driven the path before. You can tell that like she has been shown the quickest way through the forest, which Carrie was able to discern by rolling that good navigate check. And throughout, I think you fill her in to the best of your ability. And at first, she seems like really weirded out by all of you guys, but then you start to like chip away at it a little bit. She starts to listen a bit more. And then you start to see this like air of recognition on her face, almost as if the things you're saying line up with odd things that she's noticed. And so like the conversation happens and just concludes with her saying, all right, Adam's got some fucking answers. We need to talk to Adam, because at this point the show's fucked. Because I assume at some point you tell her that she is another heir of the Claw.
Definitely.
She's a member of the Blood, as is Wes, as is Keely, as is Isabella.
Yeah. Listen, Rose, if you're really, hurting for content, I can foot some of the money for you for you to go out and do another venture like this, but you've got to get random fucking people this time, and you can't be listening to anybody.
Better funded by James than a weird fish sex cult.
Yeah.
Look, I just need a 5% return, and we'll make it work.
All right, whatever. If you want to make a show, that's great. I work for a production company. I'll give you all the information you need. We'll talk about this later, though. Okay?
Oh, honey, you're gonna have your own production company.
Can we focus on surviving first?
Okay, yeah, we'll talk.
Sure, great.
Yeah.
My people will call your people. We'll do lunch.
Cool. So she speeds with that, like she accelerates the mule as she drives through the forest, passing through that clearing that you all did.
How's that?
Yeah, I mean, I think she doesn't know. She hasn't seen it. She hasn't inspected it. She drives right over the center of the symbol. That like staring into that center was what prompted that initial bout of madness. But she has no clue. Mm-hmm. Not a one.
Woof.
However,
go ahead.
However, if everyone is welcome to roll a spot hidden if you'd like. As you pass through the forest, as you pass through the forest in general.
I want a spot hidden.
I feel like James would notice it.
I got it.
No.
32 under 60. Yeah.
Success.
I got a 26 under 36.
Success from Varina, Carrie, and Tan. James, how about you?
Oh, James got an extreme success.
Okay.
6.
Every single one of you starts to notice, just like before with the symbol and the seeing the triangles etched in and noticing more and more and more, you just start to see cats.
Oh shit.
You're driving through the forest and you see a cat staring at you from the underbrush as you whiz by. You see a cat in a tree staring at you as you whiz by. You just see cats everywhere.
Hey guys, there are way more cats than we saw last time.
I'm on the other mule with Carrie, and at this point, I'm like, she's in front of me, and I've got like my big arms wrapped around her, and I'm like driving the thing. At this point, I'm gonna reach over her shoulder and like pull her hair off of her neck, and I'm gonna lean into her ear, and as we're driving, I'm gonna start singing "Danny Boy."
Cute.
As we're going by, look, I'm trying to distract her from the cat. And I'm just gonna start singing "No, Danny Boy."
Aww.
Very cute.
Goddamn. All right.
Yes. So the cats do not seem to have any sort of design or intention. They're just watching.
The cats belong to the bourgeoisie, man.
But I think if you point it out, Rose goes, yeah, they're the cats. There's, I don't know, at some point I was talking to Adam about this, at some point in the, whatever, when this island was first civilized, it was ancient Egyptian. So like they had cats with them and some got loose and started reproducing. And now they're like the apex predator on the island. And there's just like feral colonies of cats. But they're harmless. It's no big deal.
Well, yeah, but they're also like, this is also like Bastet's seat on Earth, right? So I don't think it's any coincidence that there are all these cats here, and I don't know if we want them tailing us.
Well, sure, but is it that they is it that they were worshiping Bastet and started attributing meaning to all the cats, or there were cats, so they started worshiping Bastet? Like, there's cats. Like, there are feral cats everywhere. It's not a big deal. And she continues.
She's got a point. I mean, it's something similar, Tan, on the island of Delios in Greece. I mean, there's hundreds of feral cats there.
Yeah, well, the Delios we're in right now is our lives are in danger, so let's just keep going.
As the mule roars off through the forest.
Amazing.
Scoreboard.
And next thing you know, you are approaching the south side of the island again. You emerge from the forest on that same path that you entered the forest into that first time. And you see before you the crew offices, the hacienda, and the medical tent, and Rose skids to a stop in front of the crew quarters and hops out and starts marching directly towards Adam's office.
Yep, same.
God, if I got Keely killed because I smashed her lip, I'm never gonna forgive myself.
Wait, where did you last leave her? Why don't you go and look and see where she last was? Was she in the hospital tent? Why don't you go check out the hospital tent? I'm going in here and I'm gonna try and fuck up Adam.
Good idea.
Hey, Keeper.
Yes.
Is there like a security tent?
There is not. There are only the three buildings. There's the crew quarters, the hacienda, and the medical tent, which, Tan, we don't have to spend too much time on this. You go in there and it's empty. No Keely, no Dr. Olson, nobody.
I am going to go in there with Tan, but I'm going to look for a weapon of sorts in the in the medical tent.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
you find, you don't find any
something that I can defend us with.
Sure. You don't find anything specifically designed to be a weapon, but you definitely find stuff that is medical equipment that you could use as a weapon. There are small, very small, like 1d3 damage small knives, i.e. scalpels. There are
Scalpel.
Yeah, there are like table legs that you could use as a club. Like there's improvised stuff in there if you wanted to try to salvage something.
Yeah, so I think James is gonna go over to like one of the tables and like flip it over on his side and just like kick one of the legs off and just pick it up and hand it to Tan, and then he's gonna grab like 3 or 4 scalpels and just kind of like put them in his coat pocket. And then he's gonna grab one of those like like the Velcro packed like med kits, the ones that have like bandages and gauze and stuff. He's gonna grab one of those and bring it with him.
Sure. Some first aid kits. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah. So at some point we'll go ahead and say that you have like a club. I'll find out what the damage is for that later, and a couple of knives on you. The knives can just be like the small knife stat. We'll say like extra small knife stats. They'll be like 1d3 damage plus your damage bonus, and they'll use the fight brawl skill.
And I think James is gonna have a moment with Tan where he hands him the club, and he's gonna be like, "All right, listen, tall, dumb, and gorgeous. I'm gonna need you to swing this really, really hard, okay? And anything that gets in my way. You understand?"
Wait, say again.
As I said, I'm not that dumb.
Just make sure nothing gets to me, okay? And we'll make it out of here, okay?
You got it. I mean, we're a team now at this point. Apparently, we're all related, so we're literally brothers and sisters.
Don't remind me. Please don't remind me that, okay? And James will just kind of like walk out with everything.
Excellent. Okay, so let's say that you all are reconvening in the crew quarters, which are similarly deserted, totally empty. However, Rose would lead you directly to Adam's office and just say, "This is where he always is. I don't know where he is now, but usually when I need to find him, this is where he is." And everybody give me a spot hidden in the office.
Oh no, I've already succeeded once. I can't.
I don't like that one fucking bit.
No, I failed now.
Yes. You kind of called your shot there.
Wow, extreme success. Another 6 under 45. That's 2. I rolled 2 6s under 45 in a row.
Wow. Okay.
In Foundry, it's right there.
Extreme
Large
success. Okay, so hard success from Carrie, extreme success from James.
Throbbing, glistening success.
Girthy, veiny, tastefully shaved success.
Exploding.
What are 3 more things about it?
Moist.
Gently encrusted.
We're never
Oh,
getting off this island.
so post-coital success. So this is a post-coital success. Got it.
Ideally, yes. Ideally.
Okay, great, cool.
Oh my goodness.
So
Trevor's gone.
those of you who
Trevor
either
left.
We lost Trevor.
those of you who succeeded to a regular or hard degree,
Afterglow.
just see. In fact, here, let me
look.
pull up my notes. You see, you are in a room with no windows, only an array of monitors covering an entire wall. Looking at these monitors, they still have the feeds active on these screens. You can simultaneously see through all of the cameras on the island. The office is decently sized. There is like a twin-sized cot off to the side. And piled to the other side of the room are a collection of books. And James, with that extreme success, you notice underneath the desk a safe.
I go. Can I do another spot hidden? I want to check if there's anything on the desk or anything on the computer. I'm actually going to sit down at the computer first. I'll clock the safe, and I'll be like, not yet. And I'm going to go to the computer, and I'm actually going to try to look for anything that states what the code for the safe is.
Okay, sure. Yeah, give me a computer use.
Okay. Which I actually have.
What's everybody else doing? What's everybody else doing?
On our way in here, just noticing there's no one in. Carrie's like slightly coming back to it a bit more, I think. The singing definitely helped.
You did not roll another 6. Is it 666?
Buddy, it is. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The number of the beast! How do we keep doing this? What the fuck?
Tear literally called it. Tear
Oh my
literally
God.
called it in the chat. They were like, roll another 666. Metal hands.
Hang on, let me share the screen just so chat can see that like we are not making.
Oh, sure.
No, we can all see it. We can all see it.
I know. I want to show chat. There it is.
Oh
Yes.
my god! That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah. James is secretly an
insane.
Iron Maiden fan.
That's 2 episodes in a row, kids. I think we're dead. I think we're fucked. I think we're dead. I think we're cooked.
You see, you see heaven standing open, and there before you a white horse whose rider is called Faithful and True, with justice as he judges and makes war.
Oh, no.
No, I'm kidding.
And behind him rode
All
death.
right.
I did this a
destroyer
lot during
worlds,
Madness and Mercy. I did not think I would be looking up Bible verses during Lovecraft Island, but here we are. Anyway, I'm kidding.
Some Bible verses in Madness and Mercy.
Extreme success. Holy shit, dude. I mean, like, if this is not some fucking omen, I don't know what it is. But you see, you do, in fact, you are, so James, you're sitting at this computer and you just, like, you tap in. Now, as is the case with most, like, tech bro Nepo babies, you're not an engineer. You're not.
No.
You claim to be. You claim to be like the founder of this technology. You want everyone who buys your products to think that you're like this computer whiz kid, when in reality, you're the guy with the money. You're the one who bankrolls and finds and recruits the geniuses who build your products.
Yes,
That
correct.
said, you spend a lot of time around computers and technology, and you can't help but just absorb some of that knowledge. And you sit down at this computer, and it's just like you're tapping into some osmosisized knowledge that you have and these skills that you didn't even know you have. You're typing twice as fast as you normally do. You are just cracking through, you're pulling up terminal windows and scanning through file structures, and you find a couple of things of interest. Because it was an extreme success, you find the combination to the safe. You also find a directory of files called genealogy. And digging into that file, you see a complete write-up of the complete family history of yourself and Rose and Isabella and Wes and Keely and Carrie and Varina and Tan.
Fuck.
Print.
Okay.
Yeah. The printer doesn't work. Fuck. No, I'm kidding.
James is going to take out his phone for the island and take a picture. And then he is going to go, okay, Varina, the code to the safe underneath the desk. You see it? Right there.
Yeah.
Go. You see it? Yeah, right there. 25. 7. 40. Wait.
Or wait, does Kay have ideas about this?
43.
No,
43.
it's a series of numbers. It can be whatever. You know
40,
it, whatever
43?
it is.
Yeah.
Right, left, right. Am I in?
Yeah. With the combination successfully provided to you, the safe cracks open.
Open it up.
There are 2 things inside. A notebook in which there are several pieces of paper, kind of like, it looks like it's well used. There are a couple of pieces of paper kind of sticking out of it. You know, like when you've had a planner for a couple of years, how it starts to look a little disheveled. It looks like that. And a 9mm pistol.
Well, fuck me.
What? What'd you find?
Look at this right here, boys.
Gnarly.
I'll take that.
All right, you take that. And I take the notebook and I turn to the first page to see, like, what's the first thing written? What's the name? What's the first entry? Kay! I love that face. I love it.
Yay.
The face of months and months of work finally being revealed.
It's Strahd's tomb. It's Strahd's tomb.
Yeah, for real. L'amore Nabarubia.
Yeah.
You see, it looks like it's, so the first page, I think, is just a collection of shoddy recreations of the symbol in the center of the island. Moving through the book, you start to see notes and references to like book titles. I'm
starting. If I see references to book titles, I'm looking over at the books that are stacked. Are they?
Sure. So yeah, so like looking through it, you may see something like Gods of Ancient Egypt, page blah 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 blah, or Cults of the Ancient World, page blah 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 blah, as you're going through, and then you keep filtering through the book, and you start seeing like symbols and lists of steps and procedures and notes about environments and drawings and supplies. And as you go through, friends, this notebook effectively is a grimoire.
Oh, fuck.
Like a spell book?
That's not good.
So first things first, Varina,
That's not good.
I'm gonna need you to roll a sanity check.
That's not good.
All right, I need to choose dice wisely in this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hexafire96 in the chat asks, I've always wondered what's a grimoire. And effectively, a grimoire is an eldritch tome that from which one can learn occult spells.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
But it comes at a cost.
I rolled an 8.
Dang.
I rolled
Okay.
an 8.
Okay. I'm gonna say that enough time has passed that you are no longer feeling the lingering effects of the sanity of the bout of madness from before. However, you do lose 1 sanity point for a success.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Where are you at, girl?
I am very close.
Okay.
Varina, what are you seeing? What are you looking at?
This is really something.
You see as you go through the book, these notes and these like lists of spells, it's almost like a recipe book in a way. You see like ingredients and procedure. And as you go through the book, it's sort of like the same recipes being refined over and over and over again, replacing one ingredient with another, shortening, refining, making more efficient. And on the final 4 pages, you see one page that says, Probe Mind. in scrawled, like chicken scratch writing, the caster probes the target's mind.
Oh shit.
And it gives you a list of like, it gives you, and there is like a symbol drawn in it, right? There's like a symbol drawn under this spell.
Oh my god.
You see a spell called Elder Sign. The writing for this spell is nearly unintelligible because it seems like Adam is still kind of in the process of figuring out himself and doesn't know it fully.
Wait a minute. Can I take the cipher? Can I take the cipher that we got and look at that spell and see if it matches up?
You absolutely can, but that's going to be a lot more relevant in a second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
All right.
No, but you're so on the right track. Thank you. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You see another spell that Adam has written down called that he has attributed. The name that he has attributed to this one is called Mind Blast. And finally, on the last page, you see one that like the writing is shaky and scratchy and like almost as if the ink started to run out and he like had to stab the pen into the paper to get it to go, called Purify Blood.
Oh no!
And this one is all written in that same cuneiform script that you saw on the cipher.
Wait a minute, Varina. That I've seen that, and James kind of like pulls out the rolled up cipher out of his. Or no, Tan has it. He goes, Tan, give me that fucking paper like he gave you. That one, and he just kind of like unrolls it and is like, yeah, look, see the A and or whatever the fuck that symbol is there. Is that, what is that? Yeah, that matches up with that, and then that one is that one.
Hey! And I snatched the paper out of his hand for a second.
Also, James, for the initial reading of this book, you're going to need to do a sanity check. And in fact, everyone who looks at this book will need to roll a sanity check.
Another one?
Not you, Varina. You already did. You already did.
All right, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Here I go.
The thing that kicks him into the sanity check, though. All right, the thing that kicked him into that sanity check, though, is I snatched the fucking piece of paper out of his hand and I say, hey, if you like him so much, maybe quit telling him how stupid he fucking is. And then I put the paper back in his hand.
Varina, how much? You lost 1 sanity point, right?
I did.
Add 1. Subtract. We are going to subtract 1 point from your maximum sanity, and you are going to put 1 point into your Cthulhu Mythos skill.
All right. All right.
All right, I failed, Kay, so I need to take damage.
Yes.
Me too.
That is going to be a D4 for everyone who failed.
I succeeded.
Okay, well done.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, so you are also going to lose 1 sanity point and we are also going to reduce your maximum sanity by 1 point and put 1 point into Cthulhu Mythos. Don't worry about the maximum sanity for now. I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
But add 1 point to your Cthulhu.
So
Cthulhu
max
Mythos
reduced,
score.
but not reducing my current.
Correct. Well, reducing both by 1 and adding 1 point to your Cthulhu Mythos.
I see.
Okay,
I see.
I took 4 points.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, so not 5 in one instance, which is not, so it's not enough to prompt a bout of sanity. However, how close are you to that breaking point?
What was my number again?
Your number was
Oh, the suspense. Oh, Jesus.
53.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh my god, okay.
Well done.
Holy
And
shit.
your max sanity at the start of this, it was equal to our power, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All
So
right,
I take
I'm gonna
those-
take 1 off of that.
I think like I and correct me if I'm wrong, Kate, but as I take the cipher back and I go, Tan, do you want to try to come figure this out with me?
All right on. Teamwork makes the dream work after all. I can't believe there's wizards involved in this now. This thing just keeps getting weirder.
And then I give Varina just kind of like a.
Just.
Okay, all right, fine. And then I start to decipher it. But as I'm deciphering it, like, I think I really get that last spell. And that's what causes the 4 points of sanity. Is like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you tell me.
You're very close, actually. So I think because you're going through with that cipher, and you are, so you can see there's a section of like this cuneiform, like this like shoddily recreated cuneiform script that Adam wrote by his own hand.
Right.
And then there's like, and again, this is near the end of the notebook where he starts to feel like where it starts to feel like rather that the spells are starting to get very refined. And so this is sort of his like most recent draft of this spell. And it says, and it describes a process whereby by drawing a certain symbol, etching a certain symbol into the ground and chanting these words and performing this ritual, you purify the blood of a target for a certain ritual. However, there is also the cuneiform that he was trying to translate. And as you're going through with this cipher, you are seeing that this spell has nothing to do with purifying blood. Nothing at all.
Yep.
You see, effectively, that this spell, just in game terms, I will say that the title of it, in Adam's assumption, was Purify Blood. The title of this spell is Summon Amel Marduk.
Wait, summon Marmaduke, that's it! We can get a dog to chase all the cats off the island! We did it!
Regret is a powerful thing, friend.
Somebody please fucking clip that.
I've been writing this module for months.
I think
Years.
James sees that. And in like a moment, he kind of like, he puts down the cipher and kind of stands back and like puts a hand on Tan's chest and is like, and that's the 4 points of sanity damage, is him like realizing that this is not to help anything. This is to cause awful things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
And I think he's like, we have to stop Adam.
Are any of these entries dated?
Nothing dated, no. But Rose, I think, hearing you say that, would pipe up and say, oh, stop him from what? We'd have to find him first. Like, where the hell even is he?
This last one, this last one, Varina, that's not that's not Purify Blood. That's what it's written as. It's a summon spell, and it's for that thing that they told us that Bastet was trying to protect them from.
I knew it! So
That's
they're not
summon
trying to make a new claw at all, they're just trying to get this fish man into the world.
No. I think
Or maybe they're trying to get.
I think they're under the impression that they're going to be saving themselves, and really what they're doing is unleashing all holy fucking hell on this island.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is
But
kind of
why?
what it said, yeah.
Why?
Oh.
Why would they want that?
Well, I don't know, man. You know, like.
Why would Adam want it?
Oh fucking hell! And I'm gonna sit down at the computer. I don't know anything about computers. I start bashing around on the computer looking for like tracking. I start looking for our names. I start looking for like where is he tracking?
Pretend it's Carrie. Pretend it's Carrie.
Oh, all right.
Cut your nails. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm sorry.
Open the salon, bitch.
So, Varina,
I think James kind of like crouches down next to Varina and is like, okay, look. This and this
equals.
Oh my god,
And
it's
he,
like that.
presses the
It's,
key, and like this whole thing pops up, and I'm like,
You gotta treat the girl right.
It's like that really stupid scene in NCIS where the hacker girl and the like scientist guy are typing on the same keyboard at the same time to prevent a cyber attack, and then the main character just like unplugs the monitor as if that solves anything. Meanwhile, this cyber attack is happening to a server room miles away. That is like that is such boomer porn. Let me just say, like, oh, these kids in their computers just unplug the damn thing. Like, fuck that, man. That scene makes me so angry.
yeah.
Anyway,
But I think James comes over and is like, okay.
Remind me what you rolled on that. You rolled really well on that computer use check, right? Did you roll an extreme success?
I think I rolled a
James?
6. Yeah, I think I rolled
I
a
think
6.
you did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are able to very quickly pull up like a geolocator app,
6.
an application on the desktop that is like the geolocator,
And he's just like going at it with like on the keys.
They're all somewhere on this island. We would have seen or heard them if they'd left. They're somewhere around here. Where are they?
yeah.
Well, the real
So-
question, Varina, is did they have their phones with them? Because if they didn't have their phones with them, and do I see any of the phones like still in the hacienda? Like,
Sure. So you don't see any phones in the hacienda, but what you do see, it's tricky because you see a ping. Like, you rolled so well on that computer use check. You see a ping that looks like it pulls up like a map of the island. And
Right.
you see a ping for Wes and Keely and Isabella. And at first glance, they all kind of look like they're on top of that mountain. But
Dude.
you rolled so well on that computer use. You look around at this screen and you see that there is an elevation stat on all of their locations. You know that mountain is at least a couple hundred feet above sea level. But their altitude is 0.
wait a minute. It says that it doesn't make sense. It looks like they're on top of the mountain, but wait.
They're inside the mountain.
Wait a second.
somehow.
Look, there's a gradient here. There's a. That doesn't make any sense though. It shows that they're on top of the mountain, but their gradient is 0.
What the fuck is going on top of the mountain?
There must be they must be inside. There must be like a secret supervillain base inside the mountain or something.
I
Varina,
hate to admit it, but I think Tan is actually fucking right on this one.
Varina, while you were going through the grimoire, Adam's notebook, one of the references to the pile of books in his office is a geological study of the island of Philadelphus, page 16, whatever. After going through all of those books, there's a note that there is a cave underneath the mountain, accessible only by water.
Fuck! Oh no! Oh Jesus! Yeah, I think maybe in that maybe I've gone and I've seen that, and yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear!
What is it, Varina?
Oh dear! We've got to take a dip. We've got to take a bit of a dip. If we're going to find him, I don't know about this, you all. I don't know about all of this.
Listen,
What's wrong, Varina?
Carrie,
What?
I think it is a little freaky for you too now with your newly developed thalassophobia.
I was gonna say while they were like doing that, looking up on doing the computer stuff, and the grimoire essentially been left to itself. Carrie will pick it up and look through the spells there. And does any of that at all remind her of the ritual she witnessed 10 years ago?
First of all, give me a sanity roll.
Sure. Oh fuck.
Oh, shit.
Suck on a duck.
Fine,
Oh,
we're fine.
jeez.
We're fine. We're
Everything's
probably fine. So, fine. I can't believe it. Yeah, 37 under 59.
hot dog.
Yes,
That's our girl.
Got it.
Wow.
got
wow.
it.
Okay. Lose 1 sanity point.
Oh, we're inching ever closer, pals.
Oh boy!
I know that feeling.
Did you
Holy
wait a
shit.
second? Actually, hold on. Did I already ask you to reduce one from your max and add it to the Cthulhu Missile? Oh,
I
okay.
have already done that. Yep.
Forget everything I
Oh,
actually
I have to do
don't
that too. Hold on.
do not forget everything I just said. Keep doing everything I just said. However, what this is going to count as is extended study. So there's like there's when you discover a grimoire in Call of Cthulhu, there's two phases. There's initial reading, and then there's like extended study. And you know, typically it's written to go over like a long investigation that lasts. This is like we're talking like Masks of Nyarlathotep here, but we're doing a 6-episode module. So extended study is just like you dig deeper into it, right? So I think actually, yes, you do in fact lose a little bit more sanity, and you do add one more. In fact, this time you add another one to your Cthulhu Mythos. So now, assuming you were at 0 before, you should be at 2. And your max should be reduced by 2.
Got it.
However, because you passed, you only have to reduce 1 from your current sanity instead of rolling a d4.
Gotcha.
So
How do I add to my Cthulhu Mythos?
you should, I think currently, I can do it later if I need to, but your character sheet might be locked right now, which would prevent you from changing skills.
Okay. Got it.
So, Carrie,
Yes.
there is one spell actually that seems a little oddly familiar. It just like conjures up memories for you, and that is the one that is written in the book as Elder Sign. And I think, just give me a second to remind myself what I actually made that spell do. So what that spell does is essentially it details the recreation of an elder sign, a symbol, a signature, if you will, of an elder god or an eldritch creature, and performing a ritual to earn its favor.
Oh no.
Putting 2 and 2 together and seeing that the sign of Bastet that you saw, that you fell into in the center of the island, is written next to this spell, you can only assume that the intention here is to cast some kind of ritual that earns the favor of Bastet.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Things are making sense. As they're like doing the computer stuff, just like to myself out loud, openly with the book. Yeah, dude, we're going. So you said we're going somewhere? We're going somewhere.
We gotta go underneath that. We gotta find our way under the mountain. You know, it looks
Is
like we're
Rose
gonna have
there?
to go for a bit of a swim.
Is that? Yeah, Rose pipes up. Is that where? Is that where Adam is? Like, because she sees over your shoulder, James. She sees the pings coming from the mountain. She goes, "Wait, so they're not on top of the mountain? They're underneath
No,
it?"
they're in it. They're under it. They're about it. Hey.
Look, Rose, you see there? I know it looks like they're on top, but look, there's a gradient. It's topography, right? And
Okay,
and
yeah.
the top of the mountain is plus 85, right? Look at what they're pinging at. 0. Sea
They're
level.
at sea level.
And that's probably where Adam is. But honestly, rescuing our fellow beaches is my priority right now. So
Agreed.
looks like surf's up, y'all. We're going for a dip.
Oh,
That-
God.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hang on. We can't just
We
get
have to
in.
stop this guy. Listen, I'm all for loving everyone and being a communal fuckfest, but if you want to risk your neck for those 3 when this guy could be unleashing God knows what on this island?
Well, he's probably
is the
wherever they
priority,
are. So I
Dan.
feel like both goals are at the same destination, my guy.
I mean they are, but I might correct me if I'm wrong, everyone. But I think one has a top priority over the other.
I do.
what other-
They're in the same place. I mean, he's doing something. He's trying to keep whatever it is that he's trying to do. He's trying to keep it going, and he's trying to keep it going with people that we care about. We have to go.
What other leads do we have on his location? We can't track him.
No, you're right. You're right. Rose, do you have my cell phone?
I mean, Keely. I mean,
Well, they all got taken, you know, and like, if they end up chop suey because we were on a secret mission, and you know, it's just too much for it's too much for one tan to handle. Come on, we got to get a move on here.
Oh,
Charmed
welcome,
Fantasy.
Charmed Fantasy with 12 Raiders.
Thank you for the
Hey.
raid 12.
Or not Charm Fantasy. Yeah, Skull for Initiative, right? This is the
Correct.
yeah.
Charmed Fantasy. Yeah.
Correct.
Welcome,
Oh,
welcome.
welcome.
So thrilled to have you and all of your raiders. We appreciate you and your presence. And roll a sanity check.
Oh, and
Okay.
roll. Oh.
Okay, so is the consensus that we all gotta make a move?
We
Yeah,
got to make
I
a
think
move.
James is like, can I have my phone, please? Like my phone.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And she goes. Rose like runs off to some other room and pulls out just like a very. Just like it's basically just like a Tupperware bin. She grabs just like a Tupperware bin with all of your phones and then goes, yeah,
My
here.
phone in it.
Yeah, well, your
It's
phone
in a
and everyone
Ziploc
else's.
bag
Everyone,
with
yeah,
bubble wrap.
everyone's phones are in this Tupperware bin. So she hands the phones back out to you.
So we've cleared the safe. We've looked at the relevant books. I've taken that like piece of paper out of the one book and pocketed it. We've gone through the computer. Is there anything else in these crew quarters that would be helpful to know? Helpful to search?
Unless he was keeping money under the mattress on that cot. No, I think he's doing some shit underneath the mountain, and we need to figure out what it is because
All right.
Wes and because honestly, as the producer, Wes and Keely and Isabella's safety is kind of my responsibility, and I am worried for.
Right.
That.
Right.
All right. Well, then back
Let's
to the
shut
mules.
this production down.
Yeah. Back to the mules.
All right, I'm hitting the kitchen, and I'm gonna
Rose.
go to the kitchen and I'm gonna grab a knife.
Okay.
Rose,
the
do
knife
you
block.
are there any boats left?
I mean, not any like there aren't any seaworthy ones on the island right now. But
It's okay. I'll handle it.
yeah, trying to get a signal. So.
He's
I'm going to.
So,
Yeah.
Carrie, go ahead. Read.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to grab the book if everyone else's attention is elsewhere and hold on to that. And then I'm going to run upstairs to our room and I'm going to grab my guitar in its waterproof case.
Very good. Very good.
Oh,
Very good.
yeah.
All right.
I think James is going to try to get in contact with his yacht that is still on like the outskirts of the island.
Sure.
But
I think
he-
perhaps your yacht is still at the island of Rhodes in Greece. That's where you flew into.
Yes.
But James, which one of your many yachts?
I know. Oh my
The
God.
pink one, the blue one, or the green one?
This is
No,
actually
that one's
this
under
is actually
repairs.
the green one, and it has the nice cooler
The one with the
wood
biggest
deck.
pool, the one with the biggest bar, or
I want the one with the
hot
helipad,
tub in
yeah.
each room.
Look, don't hate me because you hate me, okay?
I really did. I had a friend. I had like a friend / lover in college who once looked at me and was like detailing all of their favorite houses that they had lived in, and they were like, "Well, that one had the most floors, but that one had the pool. That one had the forest." Like I had this conversation with someone once.
had the forest.
Like, bitch, mine had a microwave. Okay, so all of you gathering your various supplies and reconvening in front of the hacienda, let's say. James, as you're trying to get in touch with the captain of your boat, your yacht, which is currently docked at the island of Rhodes, not too far from the airport that you flew into. Perhaps you didn't fly into it, perhaps you yachted to Rhodes. You all
I mean, six in one, half dozen
immediately,
in the other.
I think you all sort of simultaneously look towards the horizon and are just like, the fuck? Shocked, just slammed with the same simultaneous sensation of shock and awe as you all notice a yacht pulling into the dock. It is huge. It is glamorous. It is
My yacht!
luxurious. It is expensive. And you all notice that it has a name on the bow. That name James would immediately recognize. The name of the yacht is Halt and Catch Fire. That's your father's yacht, James.
Yeah, so I think like as I'm like trying to get in contact, I see the yacht coming and I'm like,
Wow, they got here fast.
Yeah, good job, James.
that's not my yacht.
And we'll see you next week.
Oh boy! Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh no, indeed.
It's endgame, babes. It's fucking endgame,
It
babes.
sure is. It all comes down to this.
It all comes down to this.
Oh, good lordy. So yes, friends, you have a very clear objective before you, but one little bit of one last little wrench just thrown into the gears there. So
We
yeah,
have a complication, Daddy.
oh boy, do we. Hashtag handle me daddy. We are
Daddy.
so yes, we covered a lot tonight. We sure did. We found a grimoire. We maybe learned some spells. We fought a fishman. And next week, 1 week from tonight, same Goon time, same Goon channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on our Twitch channel, we are going to finish this investigation.
Oh my gosh! It's bittersweet.
It is bittersweet. It really is. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it a lot. This has been a large part of my brain for the last like 2 years or so.
Oh my
So
gosh.
honestly, it has gone better than I ever possibly could have imagined. So thank you all for.
I'm so glad.
Thank you
I'm
all
sorry I
for.
made a Marmaduke joke. I'm really loving your module. I'm really loving the adventure you wrote for us.
No, you know
That's
what?
okay. We're gonna work on over the next couple of months. We're gonna try to get this thing fucking published.
Yeah,
Because
this
I think there's a real
is not the
potential to
end
do
of the
that.
road for Lovecraft Island.
Yeah, hell no. This is a story that I think much like a good piece of open source software, we're gonna be making sure it gets into the hands of the masses in some way or another. But that's neither here nor there just yet, because I have to kind of finish. We have to finish the playtest first. It's not ready for prime time.
That's right.
So friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Congratulations to Kazi. Congratulations to Kazi for winning the digital copy of the Keeper Rulebook and Investigator Handbook furnished by Chaosium. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Modern Artifice and NTSD Gaming and Tabletop Dominion and all the other ones. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the video description to see who those people are. Check out the links, go to their websites, use our discount codes to buy some awesome shit, and then they'll think, hey, those Critical Fail DM guys, they're pretty cool. Critical Fail DM, who's that, you ask? I'm so glad you did. We're Critical Fail DM. We're a tabletop RPG streaming and podcasting collective, and we have a podcast called the Strahdcast, DM'd by none other than Trevor,
By Tan Hamilton.
None other than Tan Hamilton. That guy right down there.
Tan Hamilton.
We released a new episode yesterday, so if you haven't listened yet, Otaken Part 2, episode 86 of the Strahdcast is out now everywhere, and it is a delight.
It is a delight. I had a really wonderful time, and we are meeting up tomorrow to record some more of that, which I'm so excited for.
Hell yeah.
It's Winnie's birthday.
Yes, and if you are interested in learning more, we have a website, criticalfaildm.com. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/criticalfaildm, where you can get a lot of exclusive bonus content and extra podcasts like Goon Talk, where we debrief every episode of the podcast in real time as they are released, and also that gets you access to our Discord, where you get to chat with us and hang out and ask us questions and pick our brains. So check us out. If you can either subscribe to our Patreon or just follow us and like us, and that does more than we can say. It's really helpful, and we appreciate you all for checking in and watching the horrors as they unfold. One just tried to emerge from my throat. Oh God, sorry. Let me just vomit volumes of brackish black water real quick.
Not again, Kay. My God.
Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, come check us out. Come follow us on our various platforms, and above all, come back next week.
And Kay, if it's okay, we're gonna raid Blackwater D&D. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely, that is. You might be able to do that as a moderator. If not, I can do it. So
I got it.
Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sign off for tonight. And thank you so much for joining us. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.